Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope everyone's had a fine enough day. Mine was pretty uneventful, so I, wasn't feeling up to Splatterhouse tonight, because I don't want to burn myself out on that too much, because I have been recording footage of it off stream for another project as well. So I put up to a vote, in the server. Join the server if you want to have input on streams like this. And the winner was Devil May Cry 4, so that's what we'll be doing tonight.
Yay.
God damn it, Coach Z.
Yay.
I relate to Coach Z. Coach Z's got money, but not much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where my lasers at?
I don't know, where are your lasers at?
They're not attached to my, they're not attached to my head, unfortunately.
Well, of course, you're not a frickin' shark.
Sharks with frickin' lasers.
Sharks with frickin' lasers attached to their heads.
Anyways, let's switch on over to the game scene.
Okay.
And get the game booted up. I finally figured out a workaround for that refresh rate issue where it was stuck at like 59.951 hertz instead of a solid 60 that caused like issues whenever I would launch a game in full screen. I had to do a little hacky thing to get it to run at like barely above 60 hertz so it registers at 60 hertz.
So you need a hacky sack. Got it.
Yes.
Ari, how many times do I have to tell you? Hacking is bad.
But .hack is all about hacking.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
I was gonna say, where were you going with that?
I really don't know anymore.
Vacation.
Nowhere, very fast.
Don't.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, my dude, I've had that mentality all day today.
Like I said, I went out to the grocery store and then I was like nearly home, and that's when I felt sick to my stomach. I think it was just that I was getting car sick, which is weird because I don't usually get car sick. But I guess my friend's driving, or maybe the car he was driving. I don't know. I
was gonna say, did you eat before going? Did you like have food in your stomach at all?
Yeah, actually, I did have leftover enchiladas with rice and beans before I left the house.
Maybe it was the enchilada. Maybe it was the enchiladas.
Maybe.
Here, why are you smoking pork shoulder? That doesn't sound like a good thing to inhale.
Kier, do we have to have a talk?
Yeah, you do.
It's bad enough that you partake in the devil's lettuce, but now you're smoking meat?
Steamed hams.
Oh god. Also, to the chat, if you've noticed my picture is different, thanks to Ari's idea, I posted a Halloween picture of Rosemary, Mint, and Forrest holding the trick-or-treat bowl, for she is offering candy to everyone all the way through till Sunday for Halloween, so...
And, also offering booster packs, I believe.
Yeah, the trick-or-treat booster packs we got from Walgreens, because we are giving that out to trick-or-treaters as well.
All right, important question before we start the main campaign. Do I wear Nero's default outfit or his alternate outfit?
What does the alternate look like?
The alternate is like, it's a different jet. It's based on his concept art design, like blue shirt, blue button up underneath, a scarf, and more of like a purplish colored jacket as opposed to the blue on the outside with red lining that he normally wears.
I like the regular.
Yeah, regular sounds a little more badass.
Oh,
Yes.
JKR, any input?
I was just saying that I like the alternate one a bit better. But hey, you know what, guys? I say we flip for it. Heads I win, tails you lose.
But how do we have proof who?
Wait,
what's
heads I
correct?
win, tails you lose, you mother.
If I had a coin nearby, I would flip it.
Okay, you
do
know
have
what?
I've got a coin right here. I've got a coin right here.
I was actually gonna say, why don't we just roll a d4? Odd is the original, even is the alternate.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, okay, I got the dice. Give me
Might
a
as well
moment.
get ready for D&D.
I was gonna say D&D is this Friday. Might as well get into the spirit of it.
Kier wanted me to let you know, Nico, that he plans on sending you a picture of Melody, the Guard of War. She is family now.
Yes, please do. All Gardevoirs are welcome in this in the household.
You know what? We don't even need to roll because Iron sold me. Scarves are always fashionable. I mean, look at Kamen Rider Ichigo and Proto Man.
Can we still at least roll the dice?
Yes.
I mean, I've already rolled the dice and it's a 3.
Okay, so
Okay. But no, Kier, I appreciate the picture of Melody and definitely very blessed Gardevoir.
all right, we're going with normal outfit because it was odd. The die has spoken.
We cannot disobey the die.
Oh,
The D-
the
The D20 is law.
But this was a D4.
I know, but I'm just saying in terms of the ruling of Dungeons and Dragons, the D20 decides your fate.
Welcome to the city of Fortuna, which is legally distinct, the best kind of distinct from the Vatican City.
Either way, I'm gonna, either way, one of these days I will invade it. Not really. Like I have the means of doing so anyway.
For lore, for a bit of a lore explanation of what the hell this city is and why it's such a big deal that Nero and the singer that we're seeing here, his childhood friend and love interest, Kyrie, it is a city founded and run by a cult dedicated to worshiping the legendary Dark Knight Sparta, that is Dante and Virgil's father. And Nero and Kyrie and her brother, Credo, were all raised in the cult. They call themselves the Order of the Sword.
Okay. So they're like their own little faction.
They are like
More
like they use.
I think.
They're like a like religious commune that has this whole city in somewhere in Europe, vaguely, very obviously modeled after like Rome and the Vatican. That uses a lot of like Catholic style imagery, but twisted into the image of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta instead of, Jesus and Mary. And they even have their own pope, although he's called Sanctus instead of Pope.
Makes sense.
We don't get too much into, like, the religious practices. Just know that, like, anytime a cult's involved in a Capcom game, whether the main character is raised in the cult or not, the cult's going to be the villains.
Well, yeah, that's usually the general idea of, like, cults in most games that have,
Most
like,
media.
demon hunting.
But Kyrie here is giving, a solo performance at one of their masses.
But yeah, I was gonna say the reason why I said most games is because I don't want to like assume like all media have like straight up did that.
Most media kind of does that. But
yeah,
it's unique in this one in that the legendary Dark Knight Sparta was the one good demon that tried to protect humanity.
Okay, so it's similar to the idea from Heaven's Ward and their whole thing. Okay, so yes. I got a good vague idea because it's a similar thing with the Dark Knight class in 14 and the Heaven's Ward church in Ishgard.
Yeah, Sparta was a general in the Demon King Mundus's army who rebelled against Mundus and sealed him in the underworld after falling in love with a human woman named Eva.
Okay.
And fathering 2 children with her, Dante and Virgil.
All right.
And our main character for Devil May Cry 4 for most of it is going to be Nero, who is a new character that debuts in this game. And, like, this whole time, like, Kyrie was giving her performance, Nero was running to the ceremony while also having to fight off some demons, and he showed up just in time for the end of her performance. And now, Sanctus is giving one of his sermons.
I was gonna say, ironically enough, DMC4 was the only Devil May Cry I actually played, but I didn't really get far in.
Okay.
So, like, so unlike Castlevania, I am very new to the DMC universe. I know Dante, Virgil, and Nero just by Marvel vs. Capcom and a few friends telling me about it a little bit. You being one of them, Ari. But
yeah,
as for the whole like DMC timeline and like each of the games, like different storylines. I draw a blank. So this actually will be like a new door for me to open.
Nero brought Kyrie a present.
Nero fizzled while Rome burned.
And now it's like the whole, let us bow our heads and pray.
Yeah.
Nero's like, he's kind of like the punk rebel of the group. He's not into the religion.
I'm out of here.
So he's leaving the ceremony.
All this preaching's putting me to sleep.
Oh God, Nero is reminding me of one of my friends who I still talk to from Gaia. Like his RPC is basically 1-for-1 with Nero. Even though he says it's like a reference.
Hold that thought. Dante just burst through the window. Or through the ceiling.
Oh God.
And Dante just shot the Pope. I should also point out for this scene, Nero's got his arm in like a sling, and he's got a glove over it.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that. And it's not because his arm is broken.
I'm assuming it's like a cursed power or something.
Basically.
So it's basically like Moroku from Inuyasha with the wind tunnel.
Not necessarily. It's more so like, it'll show up later in this tutorial fight, but, what it is basically like, Nero had, like, the demonic weapons that you get throughout the Devil May Cry games are called devil arms, and Nero has a literal devil arm.
Okay. All right, so basically like the hunter trick weapons and all that. Okay, yeah, I get you. All
like
right,
his arm, like
far.
his, I believe his left arm, no, it's his right arm, is like demonic in appearance and has like demonic powers. And he keeps it hidden from everyone because he's like afraid that it'll make them think he's a monster.
Yeah. It's basic. I would assume like it's basically like a reference to how like the left hand of God is like Gabriel, the right hand is like the devil, I think, or something along those lines.
Could very well be.
That's the vibes that I'm getting off of that.
Yeah.
Go with your brother and get out of here. I will return with help.
I mean, you wouldn't be far off because they have used like some references to stuff like Dante's Inferno as like aesthetic and story material before. Hell, Dante and Virgil's names.
Yeah.
So Nero's got an interesting gun compared to the ones that Dante uses. You know, Dante has his like trusty semi-automatic
Ebony and
pistols.
Ivory.
Nero
Ebony and
has
Ivory pistols.
Nero has a double-barreled Magnum that fires 2 bullets at once.
Okay, that sounds familiar to me a little bit.
It's called the Blue Rose.
Yeah, because Dante's weapons are called Ebony and Ivory, and yeah.
Yeah. And, like, Nero, you'll notice, has, a lot of themes of, like playing cards and, that kind of stuff with his arsenal. Because while he doesn't get a bunch of weapons, his main sword is called the Red Queen. And a lot of his attacks are named after stuff from, like, poker and other card games.
Okay. So all of his attacks have, like, a theme to them.
Yeah. And his sword is unique in that he can rev it up to charge its power. Like, literally, he revs it like a motorcycle engine. Like, twisting the grip on the sword. And that makes it, like, build up like a fiery power. So, tutorial section first before our proper boss fight with Dante. First, we just gotta shoot until it says not to shoot anymore. And I like these fights with Dante. He basically... It's not often that you get to fight Dante in any Devil May Cry game. Alright, jumping. Teaching us to jump to avoid enemy attacks. We got our first red orbs.
So basically, you fighting Dante is akin to, like, fighting one of the Belmonts as a boss in Castlevania.
Yes, because... This is the first time we played as someone other than Dante for a main story.
Okay.
And I love the design of the orbs in this game. The red, blue, green, yellow, and purple orbs. Because, like, I don't know, there's just something about the way they're modeled and textured that makes them look almost like candy.
Makes sense.
Like, I look at the red orbs, I'm like, God damn it, I want some jelly babies now.
Dang it.
We're talking chili, baby.
Okay, good. I could still hear JKR. I'm just making sure I didn't
He just
do what I
wasn't
did,
talking.
like,
He
last
just wasn't
stream.
talking.
I know,
no.
just because I accidentally hit the... Go ahead.
I keep trying to say things, but I keep getting cut off because you guys are just so into the conversation. So I'm like,
Oh, sorry about
no.
that. Get your words in.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, Ari. You're fine, guys. It's like, again, you're both very passionate about this sort of thing. So I'm like, just
Yeah,
wait for an opening.
and Nico's a relative newcomer to Devil May Cry. He hasn't been here for the
Understandable.
previous streams.
But yeah, no, the reason why I'm asking is because I accidentally hit one of the buttons on my controller again, and I was making sure I did not mute you again. I
No
don't need what
worries,
happened.
it's-
I don't need what happened on Monday. I do not need what that happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now
no,
is the
that's
side
fair.
roll.
Ah. Clumsy. So yeah, Ari, I will probably be able to actually bring you a lot of the stuff that I'm that I have for you when
Okay.
I come visit you in December, rather than
I also-
ship it out.
As like further news related to potential future travel, I got my real ID in the mail today, so I can finally fly again.
Nice. I still have my passport. I don't know if I actually need the real ID to fly to your area and back.
It's
or not.
recommended to get one.
Okay, because I know they're doing it. I know they're doing the transition very soon. So
It's recommended that you go ahead and get one.
good to know. Yeah, I've got a friend who works at a local DMV, so I'll see if I can get some information about setting that up.
Yeah, set up an appointment rather than just going in. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I'll probably have that done like over, like maybe like a week. I'll have to do it sooner rather than later because I know it has to come in the mail.
Yeah, you'll have
Yeah.
to. Well, first of all, you'll have to see what appointments are available. Like
Yeah.
I had to schedule mine months out because of just where I live.
The weird thing is, I've tried to set up appointments at my local DMV, and they're always like, "Oh, well, you know, we can only set you up like the day of." So that's like
It might be a state-by-state thing, because, you know,
Yeah, I think
DMVs work
Illinois-
differently in different states.
Yeah, I know the Illinois DMV is really stupid in that regard, but you know, it is what it is. And thankfully, I do have a friend very close friend who actually works at the DMV, so I'm going to talk to her and see if I can, if she can help me, like, if she can pull 8 strings and get me in sooner.
You want to talk about stupid DMVs? Ask Kier to go on about the New Jersey DMV.
Oh God, no. Oh,
It's, he told me that the DMV there is so bad that they changed the name of it to try and distance themselves from their negative reputation.
And how did that one? And how did that
No
work
one
out for
fell
them?
for it. Like, it's so bad that Megas XLR has a whole episode about the DMV sucking. It ends with Megas, like, Coop using the Megas to crush and blow up the DMV.
But yeah, JKR.
Nico.
Since you're going to visit Ari, should I send the care package I am making for you and him for the holidays to him as well?
Might as well, because I'm visiting Ari during the weekend of the 19th, so...
Alright, then I'll just send both yours and his at the same time to Ari's place.
Yeah.
So you guys can get your little care packages.
That's fair.
Nero's got his arm unsheathed now, and we get our first ability with the arm, which is Buster, which is basically a grab. We can grab enemies and throw them. And yes, busting does make me feel good.
Alright, go ahead,
Ari,
JKR.
I'm just gonna say this, and it's because you have caused my mind to go here. I blame you for this. It is your fault. But when you said unsheath, my mind went to a very dirty place.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say, so the arm that Nero has, I'm assuming that is your like heavy attacks or your like control attacks.
It's used for a variety of purposes, mainly stuff related to grappling.
Okay, so you just grab them and you could like set up combos and stuff with.
Yeah, you get an ability later on that's basically like a grappling hook move that can be used for both platforming and for like pulling enemies in from far away or pulling yourself closer to large enemies.
Okay, so basically it's like a combo setup slash way to gap close.
Yeah, it also gets some passive abilities later that are used more for exploration, like making it glow and also making the controller vibrate to indicate when collectibles are nearby.
Okay.
Basically, you get a lot of passive abilities for the arm, but its primary purposes are related to grappling.
Okay.
And now we're fighting Dante as a tutorial boss fight. And whenever you use the Buster grapple on boss enemies when they're in a prone state, it gives you like a special animation that deals huge damage.
So your main focus you want to do with bosses is get them into a state like that and then be able to like dish out as much damage as possible.
Yes. And here's another thing.
There we go.
As Nero was like pummeling Dante there, it was forcing Dante to swap back and forth between his devil form and his human form. And now Dante, this traditional gag of Dante getting impaled with his own sword.
Whoops.
Okay, so that's where it is. Good to know.
But Dante doesn't die that easily. He just pulls himself off it usually.
I'm sorry, Dante, there was penetration.
And it's not the first time he's had a long blade penetrate him.
You aren't human, are you?
Like I say running gag, it happens once per game. At least once per game, sometimes 2 or 3 times.
Let's see. Also, I want to let you guys know that I am actually going... I think I might be in costume on Friday on Halloween, just because it's like... The major reason is, I don't know if you'll actually have my camera on the feed, Ari. It's
I won't because I don't have an easy way of doing that.
That's fair. The reason why I'm going to is because I'm going over to my friend's job, one of my classmates. She said that she said she's working on Halloween from like 3 to 9 or something like that. So it's like, and there's like a deal going on at Chipotle where it's like, if you come dressed in costume, they actually give you like a really good deal on the food. And I'm like, I don't care if I get the food or not. I'm really just wanting to go over there, one, to see her, and two, to show off the costume.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any specific costumes lined up for Halloween this year. I might head over to my mom's tomorrow to pick up my Proto Man helmet. And I think I have the rest of that here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I
me
need to pick up the
Lulu-
arm cannon too.
Oh yeah.
Me and Lulu for Halloween we're gonna be wearing like a werewolf ears and a tail just as a couple's costume.
I've got
Nice.
intentional battle damage on my Proto Man helmet and unintentional battle damage on my Proto Man arm cannon. Like a through a mix of like scraping, slashing, and like some paint dry brushing. I've got like wear and tear on the helmet to make it look like it's all beaten and banged up like Proto Man canonically was in the Proto Men. First song of the first album is about how Proto Man presumably died trying to overthrow Wily and had the shit beaten out of him by the Robot Masters while the crowd just watched and begged for another hero. And the arm cannon, meanwhile, has some damage on it because I dropped it while I was at a con.
Oops.
I mean it works because it just matches the aesthetic. Also, yeah.
But yeah.
One last thing, Ari. I'm gonna be RB. I'm gonna be hearing everything, but I'm gonna be mounting some pictures on the wall real quick.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself.
So I doubt I'll be hurting myself on this one. I'm just putting up some frames.
Okay. We got a new collectible here that's exclusive to Devil May Cry 4 called Proud Souls. Typically in Devil May Cry games, red orbs are used not only for buying items, but for buying new skills. This game tries to diversify it by having Proud Souls, which are earned based on your performance in a stage, be what you use for buying skills, and then red orbs being used for buying items and upgrades. Reception to it wasn't the greatest, so Proud Souls never appeared again after Devil May Cry 4.
So basically, they're trying to reward you for not only being flashy, but being like expertly well done in a fight.
Yeah, and it also encourages repeat playthroughs of stages because you can play stages over and over again to grind Proud Souls.
Okay.
So Dante escaped, and now there's, they want him found.
She yearns for your touch.
And yeah, Kyrie's about as subtle as a nuclear bomb there with how much she wants to ride Nero. Don't know if you caught that line, but like she brought him his sword, and he was like, "You brought this for me?" And she's like, "Yes, she yearns for your touch."
I'm getting Vixie vibes off of this.
Except Kyrie's not a fighter. She's mostly a damsel in distress for this game, and then plays like emotional support from off-screen in Devil May Cry 5 because she doesn't have an on-screen appearance in that game.
He's gotta hit up a couple tourists.
Okay.
And then we've got Credo here, who is, the protective older brother of Kyrie, and also the head of the Royal Guard.
Oh, so you were saying, Miles?
Trust me.
Oh, I was saying sorry about all the sound. I kind of almost fell out of my chair.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, you okay?
There's no
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have a little bit of pain in my lower back from certain regions, the pelvic
Yeah.
lower area.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go into details on that stuff. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just
you
my
don't
whole lower
have to.
back.
can't pass on it.
So I had to stand up and I nearly fell and knocked over everything on my desk.
Damn.
Oof.
Yeah, it sucks. So I'm just fixing
don't kill
everything.
yourself. Don't kill yourself.
I'm not. I'm just fixing everything real quick.
I will also...
Okay.
But
I was
gonna
going to
say
say
one thing real
about the voice cast in this game. If Nero and Kyrie sound familiar to you, I like to compare this game to Bleach a lot, and so does the fandom, because
Ichigo and Orihime.
it's Ichigo and Orihime. Right down to the love interest being a busty childhood friend redhead voiced by Stephanie Shea.
that's funny.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Like she is bouncing all over the place with the slightest movements. The physics engine. This is the first game to have like that kind of physics throughout, and it's a little overtuned.
I will say this: I did have when Bleach first came out, I did have a crush on Orihime because I like how her character acts a little bit, and I just found her cute. That's literally it.
I haven't seen much of Bleach. I never really got into it, but I always liked Orihime from what I saw of her. And, you know, the other side of me is like, oh, I also like Rangiku for absolutely impure reasons.
Well, I mean, Rangiku is Rangiku. You also got Nell. Yoriichi, Nell.
Get out of here!
Yep.
Tyr Halibel.
Character too.
Oh,
They had like Bombetta.
Bombetta? What?
It's from the news. It's from the
Thousand Year Blood
Quincy
arc?
Wars. Yeah. Quincy arc.
Okay.
Okay.
I think she makes people blow up.
Oh my.
So now that Nero's got his proper sword, he can kick some ass. And I like that this game gets a little creative with its demon designs. Not that previous Devil May Cry games were uncreative, except for Devil May Cry 2. But like your basic mooks in this game are basically like sacks of cloth that are filled with demonic bugs to animate them.
That's weird.
And they grow and they're like they got sickles mounted on their arms as bladed weapons.
This baby sure can't pack a punch.
Okay.
I believe they're just called scarecrows.
I think they are.
I'm not too up on all the enemy type names, and there are some returning enemies from Devil May Cry 1 as well. But that's later in the game. Like usually the game has a unified aesthetic for like its basic mook roster, and for this one it's like sack boys basically. Right, first thing we're going to buy is we're going to buy Streak, which is Nero's equivalent of Stinger. It's the forward dash move. And we're going to get... am I going to buy anything else, or am I just going to save up? Because you really don't have many Proud Souls this early. I'm going to get Table Hopper, which is a dodge move.
I was gonna say, what difficulty are you on?
I'm on Devil Hunter, which is normal. You have to beat the game to unlock hard mode.
Okay, all right then.
So why does Nero win a streak?
I mean...
Oh my god.
I knew you were gonna go there. I'm not even mad.
You know me, Ari. You know me.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Ari and I have known each other too long for...
I know this.
Not to be known.
At this point, I've known Ari just as long. Almost.
Iron and Kier in chat were also throwing in their Bleach characters that they like. Kier said he also likes the femboy that they got, as well as Yoruichi and Tyr Halibel. Iron found Orihime cute, and Kier said they liked her thirsty lesbian friend, which I was introduced to that character through the first doujin that I ever read, which was based entirely off a throwaway bit of dialogue that they decided to turn into a whole concept for a hentai parody.
That's funny.
That throwaway bit of dialogue being, like, one episode when the thirsty lesbian friend of Orihime, whose name I can't remember because I don't know my Bleach characters, like, you know, being her usual sexual harasser self and saying, like, I'm so hard right now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a throwaway bit of dialogue, and they decided, oh, so we'll make her a futa. And that was also my introduction to futa.
I'm sorry, what?
For this hentai parody.
Okay.
Yeah, not anything official. You know, they...
I know. All I heard was, so they made her a futa, and I'm like, I'm sorry?
Like, it's supposed to be a plot twist in there, because she's like, you heard me, right? I said I'm hard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I knew about that because a friend of mine showed it to me when he borrowed my laptop overnight as sleepover and just went on this Bleach hentai website.
Oh God.
Which got me in trouble with my parent. He got me in trouble with my parents for loading up my search history with all sorts of virus-laden porn and pirated stuff.
I was gonna say you found it through your search history from what they did.
No, he showed it to me the next morning.
Wow, he brave. Also achievement.
No.
I heard Xbox.
That was on someone else's end, not from me.
It can't be for me. I'm not playing Xbox.
Well, it might have just been a sound that sounded like an Xbox achievement, because I'm playing this on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mind is on Splatterhouse with the whole every time the Xbox sound goes off. Ooh, achievement.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
I got my own achievables! Bleep bloop.
Look, $1. Bam.
I think it's funny that Kier had a bit of a typo in saying what his introduction to Futa was, other than Guilty Gear. He meant to say Bible Black, but just says Bible, so I was like, part of me was
no.
Yes, the famous Futas of the Bible.
Oh God, no. Moving on.
And after God created Adam and Eve, he created the femboy and the futa. I'd subscribe to that religion.
Okay.
Of course you would.
Hey, I'm proudly bisexual. Of course I would.
I know.
I'm
That's why
bisexual
I
and
said,
gender
of course
fluid.
you
It would be wrong if I didn't.
Is that the I'm glad you're I'm proud of you, but also at the same time, what that sentencing, that phrasing you just did threw me off so hard. It threw me off. It's like the whole thing with the Bible thing, and I'm just like, oh,
The devil from the Bible.
The devil from the Bible.
The Bible? This is the Bible. You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
Oh my God.
How dare you question Jimmy?
Oh my God.
You'll be happy to hear that for Devil May Cry 5, I plan on doing another Mod Madness playthrough of that one with a different set of mods than I had for the first one. But one of the mods that you can have for V's Book of Poetry that he likes to quote, like you can change. There's a handful of mods that change like the cover of the book to make it look like he's reading out of a different book, and one of them is like a children's Bible specifically.
Huh.
There's also one that turns into a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic journal.
Oh my God.
I'm so I've been mentioning this a lot, but I'm really nervous about these PSA grades now, guys.
You'll be, no matter what it is, even if PSA gives you a bullshit grade, you can always crack it and get it graded by that other service that you talked about.
Which one, Beckett or Tag?
Tag.
Tag is the AI one. That one, for some reason, I'm highly
that's the one. That's
interested in
the one you were excited about. So I would say go with that one.
Also, Miles, you don't worry. Don't worry about repeating your worry. I was repeating my worry when I was waiting for the life size. When I was waiting for Rosemary to come from Japan.
Oh,
so you're fine.
Update. I heard from eBay.
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy supposedly responded to them, and they said, "Hey, if you don't hear anything by the 31st, we'll step in."
Okay.
Okay.
So they responded to him. He responded to them. He didn't respond to you.
Yeah, I think he's. I don't want to think negatively of somebody because that's just not my
I mean, he's
personality.
given you every reason to.
Yeah, because it's been officially like 23 days since supposedly he shipped it.
Yeah. It should have been there by now.
Yeah, even if it went to
Yeah.
PSA for authentication, I should have gotten an alert.
Yeah,
from
you're in
PSA
it. You
about
got
it being
every right to
shipped.
be suspicious of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got our first upgrade for the arm, the Evil Legacy, I believe it's called, which is the grappling hook.
Okay.
Like, every time he picks up one of these, like, ancient artifacts, his arm absorbs it.
Okay.
Yeah, Evil Legacy, a crystal holding the power of an ancient evil. It has the ability to awaken a new power within. It's basically a crystal ball inside of, like, a holder that's shaped like the lower half of a skull.
I was gonna think of
Okay.
it as like a crystal skull, almost.
Well,
in a sense,
it's not an entire skull. It's like the jaw and,
Yeah.
like, the nose structure of it.
Yeah.
And the grappling hook is technically called Hellbound. You can grapple onto specific targets that are called Grim Grips. You can also use it to
Miles,
reach,
we do not speak of the crystal skull. We do not speak of that.
anyway,
That bad,
as I'm showing here, you can also use it to grab items that are out of reach. That's a secondary ability it doesn't directly tell you about.
That ability that Nero has right now with grapple just reminds me of Bionic Commando.
I mean, it might have been inspiration, because they're both Capcom.
Yeah, and technically, from the way you describe Nero's arm, it's literally almost exactly the same. Almost.
Except it's not made out of his wife.
It's not. It's yeah. It's not. Yeah. It's a different. It's a. What did you say?
I said, except it's not made out of his wife.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the only thing I know about the Bionic Commando reboot, other than it was a massive failure, is that everyone makes fun of it for the plot twist that his bionic arm was made out of his wife.
Yeah, I only know of the Bionic Commando game from like the NES, I think it was.
Yeah, the NES
or
game.
SNES.
The NES game's more famous. The reboot from the 2010s is the last Bionic Commando game to come out so far. Because they were like really trying to push Bionic Commando as like one of their big AAA series at the time. Like
They
the
also
design,
had,
the design of Spencer that you see in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is from the reboot.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he was in the he was in MZ Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because a lot of people like to play him.
Yeah. But yeah, there was like some sort of plot twist late in Bionic Commando that reveals that like the source of his bionic arm is somehow his wife. Like she was converted into the arm somehow.
That's weird.
That is just
Which just raises
that is-
questions about how it's bionic if it's made out of a person.
That's like biomaterial, not freaking.
I mean, then again, the world of Bionic Commando has its own laws and the way it works, so I don't think it's wise to question it.
Fun fact, the original Bionic Commando NES game was not even called Bionic Commando in Japan, because Bionic Commando was originally an arcade game that was entirely different from what we got on NES, and they called it Bionic Commando in the West.
Yeah.
The Japanese title for it is called something like, I can't remember the main title of it, but the subtitle is called, like, The Secret Plot to Resurrect Hitler.
I know exactly which one you're
Because
talking about.
the big bad guy that they're trying to resurrect, they don't tell you in that's Hitler in the Western localization, but it's obviously Hitler. He looks just like him.
Yeah. And then again, when Wolfenstein came out, they weren't shy about it.
I mean, when Wolfenstein came out on NES, they were still... Super NES, they were still shy about it. They weren't allowed to reference Nazis, so what they had to do was they had to remove the mustache from Hitler and call him the Stadtmeister.
Yeah, but I was saying about the PC port of Wolfenstein.
Oh
not
yeah,
the Super Nintendo
because
one.
PC didn't have those kind of restrictions on what you could have in your
Yeah.
games because it was like a Wild West. And Nintendo had strict guidelines on religious and potentially offensive imagery that could be in their games for Western localizations, but they weren't as strict in Japan. That's why a lot of the religious imagery in the Western localizations of the NES Castlevania games were changed for the West. Stuff like calling the cross a boomerang or calling the holy water fire bombs.
Yeah, but eventually, when they got to Castlevania 3 and 2, they changed it back to its like normal stuff. Like you got the holy water and you got the crucifix. So
Would you say
so that sensory didn't last very long.
Yeah, it was very inconsistent in its application. And that kind of censorship lasted up until like the N64 era, where they finally kind of gave up on that.
Well, they did give up. Well, they gave up on that for Castlevania.
No,
2
I mean
and
like as a
Castlevania 3.
platform-wide thing, not specifically for Castlevania.
Platform-wide. Okay. Platform-wide then. All right.
Yeah.
That detail was left out.
Yeah. Like I didn't phrase it directly saying, platform-wide. So it got lost a little bit in the shuffle. It's okay. Iron says, would you say the evil legacy allows Nero to be Spider-Man or Batman? Not Spider-Man, because he can't stick to walls. More Batman, because it's a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the like melee usage of it for grabbing enemies. You can also use it to pull them up to you in midair for aerial combos. It's called Snatch. And I can't, because of Michael Rosen YouTube poops, I can't hear that word and not think horrific things.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Because of the generation and how words change, not a lot of 50% to 80% of the words that are in the dictionary are completely ruined forever and still going.
Yeah.
For once, I have a HoloLive VTuber to blame for me learning a horrible word, and I'm not going to give you
Name
the
them.
definition on stream because it might get me in trouble. I'll just say what the word is, and you can look it up on your own time. From one of Bibu's Christmas songs she sang last year during a stream of Liar's Bar, I learned what the word munt is. I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and I was like, why would someone invent this word?
Oh.
Like, it's one of those things where it's not a real thing that people do, but just the idea of it puts a sick image in your head.
I will not go. I will not pry. I will not go any further into this. We are changing the subject right now.
Just the word sounds bad, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I said we're changing the subject right now?
All right, before I strangle on through that path, I gotta go back through here to get some collectibles, including this red orb fountain here. Red orb fountains, as I like to call them, they're usually, they have like some other kind of canon name. Basically, you wail on them and they spout red orbs until enough time passes that they break. So what you want to do is try and like get a high combo on them before they break to get as many red orbs out as possible. And then also up here, we've got a blue orb fragment. Blue orbs are your permanent increases to your health meter.
And I'm assuming your health meter can get ridiculously long, seeing as how Devil May Cry is actually a difficult game.
Yes. You can also buy a limited supply of fully complete blue orbs from the shop in every game. But there's also parts of blue orbs. Collect 4 parts, and you get a health increase.
So basically, the pieces of heart from Zelda.
Yeah, they're pieces of heart from Zelda, except you only need 4, and they're hidden in like off-beaten paths and rewarded to you for completing side missions.
Yeah.
So yes, pieces of heart.
Yes, yeah, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and a few others, except for, like, I think Twilight Princess required 4 pieces.
Yeah.
That and NES Zelda was just straight up like full heart containers you got.
Yeah.
So
This one, Devil May Cry always gives you, like, you can buy a limited supply of blue orbs from the shop. But to really max out your health meter, you need to go exploring and deal with those secret missions.
So they basically let you buy freebies, but after that, you have to work for the rest.
Yeah, and the freebies get expensive. The way the shop works in Devil May Cry is the more stuff you buy, the more of a specific item you buy, the more expensive it gets. Its price goes up for each one you buy. And that stays permanently at that price until you buy the next one.
I was going to say, because health upgrades to the health bar are usually in most video games the ultimate
well, it's not just
upgrade you can buy.
It's not just upgrades, it's also healing items. So if you need to stock, if you're a bad enough player that you need to keep buying healing items, it's going to get expensive real quick.
Well, yeah.
Like, let's say, like, you know, your basic healing item is going to be like 500 red orbs at first. You buy one, then the next one's going to be 750, and then after that, it's going to be 1,000, and it keeps going up incrementally for each one you buy. And it's not like buying them in bulk. It's the price rises each time you buy one. It's to get you to try and stop relying on just stocking up on healing items. Instead, just get good at the game.
So this game basically means you need to go through it multiple times to actually get good. It's practice, trial, and error.
I wouldn't say trial and error, because you can get through it by, like, you know, just button mashing your way through, but it's going to be harder to do that.
Yeah, which is why it's more so trial and error, because you have to learn how the game works and everything, so that way you don't have to rely on healing.
Oh, in that aspect, yes.
Yeah, it's
and you're also penalized in your end level ranking for using healing items. And your end level ranking, like, the higher it is, the more orbs you get at the end of the stage.
Yeah, which means you can get stronger faster if you do good.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite cutscenes with Nero here, him lowering the bridge. He's at the bridge control. Presses some buttons, nothing's happening.
Smacks it.
Presses some more buttons angrily. Smacks it. Still nothing's happening. Shoots it! And now it works.
Oh, leather!
Good lord.
He didn't even pull the lever, he just shot it.
Also, I finally got all the, not all, but I got like 5 pieces of art mounted up on the wall that had been framed.
Okay. I just realized that my arm's not properly mounted for, the game scene. Let me fix that. Yeah, my arm. I just realized that the controller's just floating there, stuck to my massive honka-donka-badonkas. That's weird. That doesn't usually happen.
Oh, God. Yes, that is weird, Ari. But then again...
There we go. Now it's fixed.
That's good. But yeah, I mean, it is weird, but, you know, then again, we're all very weird individuals.
Yes, some more than others. Looking at you, Miles. I'm kidding. You're probably the most normal out of us.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
In this case,
it's neither good nor bad, I would say.
Shun the normie!
Oh no.
Shun the non-believer! Shun!
Oh no.
Alright, so now that the bridge is lowered, we can pass over the bridge. All it took was the power of Murica, and by that I mean gun.
Good.
For someone who grew up in Europe, he has a very Murican way of solving problems.
Yeah, with guns.
As Alan Quartermain said, yes, very American. Fire enough bullets and hope to hit the target.
Did you know that there's an Alan Quartermain movie that I really want to see, believe it or not? And no, it's not the one from The Asylum, because The Asylum's mostly boring bullshit.
I didn't even know they made an Alan Quartermain movie.
Oh, there were Alan Quartermain movies before Indiana Jones. Alan Quartermain was an inspiration for Indiana Jones.
Did not know that. I mean, I'm familiar with Alan Quartermain through the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, Alan Quartermain, King Solomon's Mine was a inspiration for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Alongside, the old adventure serials.
I mean, that makes sense.
And that led to, retroactively, later Alan Quartermain adaptations being based off trying to rip off Indiana Jones, but with a publicly domain available character.
Yeah.
But there's an Alan Quartermain movie I really want to see. I think it's called Alan Quartermain and the Spear of Destiny. And I want to see it just because it's like a zero-budget Alan Quartermain movie with like a 70-year-old man playing Alan Quartermain.
Oh, jeez.
It looks like trash in the best way.
Welcome back.
Alan Quartermain. Welcome back. My Alan Quartermain is Sean Connery because of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie.
Right.
That's really it.
That
was my introduction to Alan Quartermain, honestly.
It was probably a lot of people's introduction because, we're not old enough to have been around when Alan Quartermain was a hot media franchise.
Yeah.
We're not that old.
No, we're old. We're not ancient.
I would argue that's part of the reason that the John Carter of Mars adaptation failed was because no one outside of the nerdiest of sci-fi nerds knew who the fuck John Carter was.
I had to check on Lulu because I heard Rage next door.
Was it ZA Rage?
Yeah, she's fighting Mawile, and Mawile did her in.
Ah.
That's normal.
Okay, we found our first shop statue and also broke our first combat judge. Combat judges are basically keep up a high enough combo until it breaks and you get a blue orb piece. There are two types of combat judges in this game, one for Nero, one for Dante. You can't use one character on another combat judge. It'll just bounce, your attacks will bounce off it, and it'll tell you that this combat judge is meant for someone else.
Okay.
And they're color-coded, so you can tell them apart. Nero's are blue, Dante's are red.
Dante's red.
I will be back momentarily.
Kier says I caught a Mawile if Lulu wants one.
No, she's fighting the Mega Mawile trial fight. And something caught her off guard, and then she got bodied.
Alright, I just bought 3 blue orbs, because I had enough red orbs in order to afford that. The next one's going to be 15,000.
I'm assuming it'll just double up to 30,000.
It maxes. There's 6 in total you can get, and it maxes out at I think like 50 or 60,000.
Probably 60,000, because 15,000 to 30,000 and 30,000 to 60,000. I'm assuming because it goes up by 2 each time.
Well, it doesn't double specifically. It goes up at like some sort of increment.
I'm assuming because it would make sense.
I'm also not a mathematician. No one said there'd be math. I blame our schools. And I need to get back to
we were doing.
And I need to get back to streaming more Mad World for you guys after the spooky season's over.
But yeah, I was gonna say you also said nobody said there would be math when we were playing D&D, and you chose to play a game that is 50% math, 50% roleplay.
Yes, that was the joke.
I know it was the joke.
We're about ready for our first proper boss fight on Ferrum Hills.
I don't know. What are you?
Good question. I don't think anybody knows.
Anyways, ready to see our first proper boss fight outside the tutorial fight with Dante?
I'm ready. I'm ready to hear what this boss fight is.
Right.
Let me guess. More demons.
There's a Hellgate up there.
I'm sorry, what?
A Hellgate.
Ooh, fun.
As in a gate to hell. And out jumps basically a Lionel from Breath of the Wild, but he's on fire.
Honestly,
Okay.
my first thought is that it looks more like a Balrog, but that's just me.
Well, he's got like a centaur body.
Yeah, it's a Balrog with. Oh, okay, never mind. He looks nothing like a Balrog, except for the flames. That's about the only thing that's got him looking like that.
And he's made out of like molten rock, or at least has that texture to his skin. His name is Burial, Conqueror of the Fire Hell.
So there's other elements of hell. So there's like an ice hell, a water hell, a wind hell.
We don't see much of hell in Devil May Cry, so it's still very unexplored for us.
Yeah.
Look, there is an ice hell, JKR. It's called Holoska.
Are you talking about the ice level in Sonic Unleashed?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Especially the DLC version of it.
I was like, that sounds a lot like a level from Sonic. I wasn't sure if that was actually you being serious, Nico, or if you were
That was the joke.
Holoska's not that
know
bad.
him.
It's Eggman Land that's the real bastard.
As it should be, honestly. As it should
It's a level that it's a unique Sonic level in that it's not unheard of for your first run of it to take an hour and for you to still get a good rank on it.
Like, honestly,
I just punched Burial across the battlefield. And I did it again! Let's see if I can go for a third one. Nope. He's got iframes.
You're not gonna get 3 of those.
Yeah, 2 is the max, it seems. I've never been good at, like, getting a good counter rhythm to this guy's attacks, because you can parry moves if you time it properly. I've just never figured out that timing, because I'm not a good Nero player.
That's okay. I'm not good.
You are Nero.
It's okay, Ari. I'm not good at Devil May Cry in general, so you're better than I am by a long shot.
I wouldn't say I'm good at Devil May Cry, but I have beaten all the games on at least
You're better than
difficulty.
me. You're better than me. I'll say that.
Devil May Cry 5 is going to be one where I'm going to try and see if I can, assuming that it doesn't, like, New Game Plus the whole thing, I'm going to see if I can do that one on hard difficulty, because normal is very easy in that one.
Yeah, that is me with Castlevania games. If there's a hard difficulty right at the start, I always go for it. Because, again, normal doesn't really do it for me, and easy is just like, why would you?
Damn, I died. At least I have a gold orb to revive me. Gold orbs and yellow orbs are 2 very different things, depending on what game you're playing. Most of the games, gold orbs just act... Basically, they're extra lives, but their functionality is different. Yellow orbs only appear in Devil May Cry 1, and optionally in Devil May Cry 3 if you want extra challenge. The difference between them is, like, gold orbs, revive you on the spot with full health, and... just maxed out Ray for a second chance. But they're a mulligan.
They're basically the sacrificial dolls from Lament of Innocence.
Yeah, because Lament of Innocence took a lot of its gameplay inspiration from Devil May Cry. I mean that as a good thing, because Devil May Cry is a very influential game. But yellow orbs are like, you revive, but it's at your last checkpoint rather than right where you are. So, like, if you use if you're playing Devil May Cry 3 and you're playing on yellow orb mode, where those are the extra lives you get. Say you're in a tough boss fight, like the first fight with Virgil.
Okay.
If you die in that fight and use a yellow orb, you have to start that fight from the beginning instead of just reviving on the spot.
So basically, it's not a true revive. You're just basically going back to the checkpoint.
Yeah, and if you run out of either one of them, you have to start the stage from the beginning.
Yeah, basically, you run out, it's game over.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You can buy them, or you can find them through exploring. Yeah, I got a bonus penalty. I got a penalty for using that gold orb, so I only got a B rank this time. But it's like my ex-girlfriend who was very insecure about her chest once told me, and by once, I mean all the fucking time, B is for best.
Oh my god.
Look, I appreciate booba of all sizes.
I mean,
That's
so
how you
do
know I'm a
I.
true titty lover.
I mean, so do I.
Let's see. I think I'm going to buy another combo for Nero. Gonna get yeah, I'm gonna get combo C, because that's my preferred one. It's easier for me to pull off. Then I have I have 671 left, so I could get the charge shot for the gun, or I could get I'm going to get an upgrade to Snatch. Hey, Shadow Dragon, how you doing?
Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow Dragon.
That leaves me with 171 Proud Souls that I'll save for next time. Or next time I'm, you know, powering up before a stage.
So, question. The game's broken up into stages, so I'm assuming how many stages are there in the game?
There's usually,
entirely?
like, at least 20 per game. It's
Okay,
always somewhere
okay.
around 20.
And I'm assuming each stage is broken up and has areas that are broken into blocks. So like stage 1 area 1, or like stage 1 area 2, basically like 1-1, 1-2.
Not really. It's just like you get mission 1, then mission 2, then mission 3.
All the way up to mission 20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like each mission has you exploring a chunk of the journey along the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a old school like World 1-1 type thing.
Well, I was referencing it to like with Castlevania, how it's like area 1 block 1 or area 1 block
Yeah,
2
not
when you
not
explore a
like
stage.
yeah, it's not like that.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Because again, I tried playing Devil May Cry 4 and I lost interest after the trying to do after the tutorial fight. I was just trying to get through the game and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 4 is
wrong.
Devil May Cry 4 is often criticized for one, not being very beginner friendly, and two, having a very slow paced opening. Like, a lot of people say it doesn't really get good until halfway through, which is coincidentally when you get to play as Dante.
Yeah, because everybody loves Dante.
Well, it's also Dante's gameplay is just more fun in this game. They figured out how to make Nero more distinct while also being more fun with Devil May Cry 5. Instead of just making him feel like we have Dante at home. But Devil May Cry 3 is the one that I would recommend people start off with, not just because it's canonically the first in the story, but also because it's where they like really found their groove for how Devil May Cry would be going forward.
Basically, how they cemented how the gameplay style is and how it functions.
Yeah, like it's the game that introduces Dante having multiple fighting styles that he can use, each with their own specific actions that you can perform, and opening up different combo opportunities that way, and also just different gameplay style opportunities that way. This game expands on that by making it so you can swap between his 4 combat styles with the push of a button. And they would carry that over retroactively into the Switch version of Devil May Cry 3, which is why everyone recommends the Switch version to newcomers.
Okay.
Trying to do this, like, optional platforming challenge here to get, I think it's a blue, that involves grappling. And the grappling's a little finicky because you have to rely on the manual lock-on system to target the grappling points.
And I'm assuming the blue orbs carry over when you swap to Dante.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I just put in that raid request for the end of the stream.
Pin that for me so I can, or DM it to me, actually, so I can have that for later, because there's no way I'm going to remember that.
No, I do. I get you, dude. Bob After Dark is actually another extra lifer, so...
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I figure we might as well give him, the good vibes at the end of the stream.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to spend too much time on this optional platforming challenge, because I can always come back here when we revisit this area. Because Devil May Cry 4 does one of my favorite things that a 3D character action game can do. In its world trekking, which is, like, in the finale, you trek backwards from, like, the end area to the beginning. I just think that's so cool. And when games do that, because it's like, you get to see how far you came.
Also, the fact that the other upgrades and items that you have, you can use them to get stuff you miss.
Yeah, that grappling challenge is easier when I have the double jump, which I can't afford right now.
Of course, because double jumping makes everything easier.
I will say, jumping is something you have to get used to in Devil May Cry games, because there's not much platforming throughout the series, but when there is, it's pretty stiff, because your jump is meant more as a dodging maneuver than a platforming asset. Like, your jump has more verticality than it does, like, distance.
Okay, yeah, so it's similar to how Leon Belmont jumps in Lament. It's more vertical rather than horizontal.
Yes, that's why a lot of people recommend getting the double jump early on, because it lets you get more distance out of it.
Yeah, the difference with that, Lament, Leon gets double jump early, and the problem with that is unless you have a certain relic that helps you run faster, you're not going to be able to make difficult jumps that give you like extra like goodies.
Yeah, double jump in this game, all abilities that aren't just, getting new weapons are bought through the shop. So, like, you don't have to go out of your way to explore to be able to get upgrades, but getting the red orbs you need to buy upgrades helps. Or in this game, Proud Souls, which means, like, getting high rankings in stages.
Because,
or if you're playing the special edition like I am, you can always buy them with real money.
Oh my god.
Which no one does.
But yeah, with Lament, the way you get up power, like combat and power in that is you actually just fight, and doing certain moves a set number of times unlocks another move or chain of command that you can do up until you get like everything opened. So it's like, oh, dodge like 10 times and you get like a secondary dodge in the middle of your first one, or like you do an attack like 30 or 50 times and then you get like another sequence in the command chain for it, so you could eventually like have an endless juggle against enemies.
Okay, we've got a new enemy type here. I can never remember what these guys are called, but they're like ice enemies that can form protective shields out of ice that also heal themselves, I believe. Like, it's hard to describe the demon designs in Devil May Cry games to someone who can't see, because no other game designs its demons like Devil May Cry does.
I got the concept of what this demon can do. It's more so, in my opinion, like it can also
dematerialize and like phase shift around the arena.
Okay, I know. All right. I got a good concept on what the demon is. Then I got a good concept.
And the melee move for it is like swinging it around with your grapple and then throwing it. For like when you use the grapple on it, you like swing it around in a circle and then yeet it.
And I'm assuming you don't break. You have to break the barriers that they have before you can actually do true damage.
If they form the barrier, yes, you have to break it before they recover damage. All right, we're gonna cross over on this bridge, and we're going to see a character I'm not okay for.
I wanted to ask you if you saw the video that I sent you late last night.
I can't remember. What was it?
Apparently, I managed to get Zero Suit Samus to fight herself in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate last night.
No, I didn't see that.
I mainly what I did was I figured out how to get the CPU to fight against itself, so that way I could actually just sit back and watch a cat fight ensue.
Yeah, that's always fun, especially when you do 8-player melee. It's you have like eight CPUs just bashing each other's faces.
Set up an 8 CPU tournament.
8 Zero Suit Samuses. Let's go.
Anyways, we're going to approach the castle, and we're going to see an introduction of a character that I'm not okay for, who was, I would not be surprised, was an inspiration for the vibe of Bayonetta, given that this predates Bayonetta by, like, a year or so, and that, Hideki Kamiya said that they used Devil May Cry 4 stuff as a kind of inspiration for Bayonetta's setting. Hello, mommy. Her name's Gloria. To describe this woman to you, Nico, tan, silver-haired, blue-eyed, voluptuous woman in a very revealing tunic with potentially no underwear underneath, who, fights... Oh yeah, and also, like, thigh-high, high-heeled boots, who does a lot of splits and, kicks.
Okay.
And fights using a, some, like, dual-bladed daggers.
Okay, so she's basically like close quarters, rogue slash martial artist-esque fighter.
Yes. And
Okay,
she's got
you.
a lot of skin showing. And they're very careful to conceal any parts that would be too spicy.
I mean, it makes sense for her to have a lot of skin showing because having clothes that like cover a lot up, or
I should also point out that that's snowing in this area.
Yeah, I was gonna say having a lot of clothes that are like constrictive or like very covering, it gets in the way of like her like movement in combat. So probably this outfit is just a little more easier to maneuver.
She's a new member of the Order of the Sword, like the royal guard that protects the Pope.
I've heard rumors.
Hasn't everyone?
Quite a few, in fact, and none too flattering.
So, what's the deal? Where are they coming from?
It's strange. No matter the number you kill, more will come.
Spicy shot of her thighs right there. Goddamn, they were cooking with this.
I've got some
It's pretty clear she ain't wearing nothing underneath. So.
Yeah, but they're careful to conceal stuff with creative camera angles and the placements of like the drapey parts of her outfit.
No,
Basically,
I appreciate that. It's called the Thief titillation theory, which is based on like the costume designer for a lot of old like Star Trek original series stuff, where it's like the skimpier an outfit is and the more prone to wardrobe malfunction it would be if it were worn in real life, the sexier it is than if someone were just outright naked.
So basically, it's now I forgot my train of thought. Now
You were distracted by thinking about sexy outfits.
no, you were talking about something, and I lost my train of thought.
She was talking about sexy outfits.
Yeah, I was talking about sexy outfits.
Right. So basically, what you're telling me is it leaves little to be desired.
Little to the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, little to be desired would be like, I don't want that. Little to the imagination means I don't need to imagine much to see what's under there.
See, the problem with that is a lot of people I know use little to be desired in the sense that you were talking about.
Well, they're using it wrong.
Missy. Well, yeah. Again, that's why. So
It's okay. You're learning important things from my streams. Like how many different purposes jars have.
Look, I don't look. Look, about 80% of the stuff I learned from your streams is questionable at best.
And you also learned what happens when someone wins $35 million at the lottery and gets encouraged by Jimmy Hart to start an all divas wrestling promotion.
Yeah, it's called a waste of a good amount of lottery winnings.
That's a weird way to pronounce Wrestlelicious.
It didn't last very long, so
It lasted like 1 or 2 seasons and he went bankrupt.
yeah.
Like, not the company, him.
Like, it didn't last very long.
Like, for context, Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, lasted longer than Wrestlelicious did. Which was basically the same concept, but in the 80s and 90s. And it starred the woman that would go on to star, like, one of its primary, like, what's the term? Heels. You know, for, like, you know, the bad wrestlers, the bad guy wrestlers, was Hollywood, who might better be known as the woman from Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
Oh.
Or as she's professionally known, Jeannie Basone.
Because I know in wrestling, the good guys in wrestling are baby faces, according to what they said back.
Yeah, baby faces or faces for short.
Yeah,
And
then,
heels are the bad guys.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about wrestling other than what I picked up through, like, pop culture osmosis and the occasional friend that's into wrestling.
Yeah, for
like,
me, it's... Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nico.
No, you first. You first.
All
Ladies
right,
first.
In that case, I go first.
Yeah, right. Bitch is second.
So you.
No, you go. Anyway. Jokes aside, I actually did learn a little bit about wrestling through theater because 2 years ago I went to go see a play at the Goodman here in Chicago, like downtown Chicago. I went to go see a play called Luchador. And like the whole thing was based off of Mexican mask wrestling and everything.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
luchador stuff is like real. It's similar to how we do pro wrestling here, but it's got its own like distinct culture to it.
Yeah, like apparently, like the lore in this in the play was that a lot of the wrestlers are like descendants / representatives of certain gods from Aztec culture.
Like, I don't know too much about the luchador scene other than, like, the sort of, like, you know, holy figure in terms of, like, you do not speak ill of him because he was such a legend in luchador wrestling was Santo. To the point where it was, like, a huge deal when he publicly unmasked on TV.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's also the fact is that, like apparently, taking a luchador losing his mask for any reason, like either in a fight or just because he decides to retire and take off the mask, that does tend to be a point of contempt in the culture because it's a sign of dishonor, basically.
Yeah. They carried that over. My introduction to it, believe it or not, was not from Mucha Lucha. It was from El Toro, from Jackie Chan Adventures. El Toro never fights without his mask, or whatever it is.
It was like, El Toro never removes his mask.
Oh yeah, El Toro never removes his mask. And, you know, older me having read up some stuff on Santo, because he was such a big part of luchador and just Mexican culture in general, that there were movies made about him, starring him, that had him as, like, a superhero. Like, he was basically a real-life superhero to that era.
I can see why. I can definitely see why.
And, like, knowing more, you know, just from reading about Santo and that kind of stuff, it makes the El Toro never removes his mask stuff make more sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of this to say that Wrestlelicious managed to bankrupt someone off of the premise of let's spend my lottery earnings on making an all-women's wrestling league where none of the women know how to wrestle. Because they're all primarily like strippers and not wrestlers.
Also, Kira, if you're gonna keep changing your name all this time, what the hell? Why the hell do I gotta call you back now, huh?
Sorry, I had to walk away for a minute.
It's okay.
No worries. We did.
Welcome back.
I mean, we didn't even know you had left. Honestly.
You didn't announce
No, I
that you
had
had
an
left.
emergency.
Yeah, that's fine.
We never know when you're gone because you don't announce that you're leaving.
It was just an emergency. That's why I couldn't announce it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I had to rush downstairs.
It's
In
okay.
my
worries. No worries, dude. You're good. You said you're back, Kier.
Said you're back. Are you back or are you Kier?
Oh my god.
And for that matter, who's on first?
I'm not asking you who's on first.
Don't.
I
I already get that enough in the campaign. I do not need this shit.
Okay, in that case, you want me to prove how 7 times 13 equals 28?
I know what you're talking about. Okay, Abbott and Costello. Okay, Abbott and Costello. Shut up. They look like a flock of seagulls about to hit a power line.
What does the British New Wave band A Flock of Seagulls have to do with any of this?
I don't know. You're the one trying to tell me how 7 into 13 into 20. I don't fucking know.
7 times 13 equals 28. If I had the time and the reference materials, I could prove it to you through multiple forms of mathology.
Okay, but can you do it through the amount of bows?
Bow bow!
If you can't prove it to me through the amount of bows, then we
Bow
I don't
bow!
know what to tell you.
Well, I'm not one of the Fuamoko sisters, so I'm not qualified to do that.
Sounds like
So-
a you problem.
You got something stuck in my head, and I blame y'all.
Is it
What do we
Wrestlelicious?
No, I heard the Seagulls, and I have that freaking parody song stuck in my head from the,
Seagulls! Stop it now!
yes.
Oh god, yes.
You're
I remember that.
welcome. You're welcome.
Bow as in the whale VTuber? No, bow bow as in the noise that, Fuwawa and Mokoko from Hololive make all the time.
Yeah,
Spelled
all I'm hearing now
B-A,
is-
spelled B-A, spelled B-A-U-B-A-U. Bow bow.
Yeah, I just have dun, 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 dun. It's in my head now.
It's like a you
Good. Now
problem.
you will not. Good. Now you will go to sleep with hearing that over and over again.
It could be worse. It could be the Wrestlelicious theme that I will subject you to at some point. I already made Burrit and Nico hear it.
Right. Okay. So as soon as you play that, guess what? All I'm gonna say is this: see you guys Friday. See you for the D&D stream. I am out. I am not listening to Wrestlelicious again. Fuck this.
Oh look! The pirate has caught scurvy and is going to be out of commission.
Oh god. Oh right. JKR. I am very concerned.
Why?
So this Sonic tuber I watch, I tell Ari about Super Hedgehog Bros.
Yeah.
From yesterday all the way through Halloween, Shadow is dressing up as Batman and beating the shit out of people, including Batman villains that came to Station Square.
Oh, that's actually a thing that happened in comics of him dressing
Yeah,
up as
I know.
Batman.
I know, and they referenced it in that, and then it's like Look, Batman. Look. All I do is put people in the ICU and into Arkham. That is it. I don't kill people. You literally handcuffed somebody to the support beam of my house. That's not my problem, Robin.
Seagulls. Dang it! I have the seagulls in my head.
The seagulls will never stop, Miles. This is your fate now. You must live with it. You must.
You did
become a
this to
seagull.
yourself, Miles. You have yourself to blame.
You must become the Zard, the Seagull Zard.
He had it coming.
That he did.
He had it coming. He only
Shadow Dragon says, so anyway, I looked up the vocals on a few Ninja Gaiden 4 soundtrack, and its vocals is sung by Victor Borba, the same guy who did the vocals on Bury the Light in Devil May Cry 5. I knew that name sounded familiar when I saw it in my recommendations. I just couldn't place where I knew the name Victor Borba from. That's awesome, because he did a great job on Bury the Light.
Look, Miles, I have a way you could take the seagulls off your mind. Just go get some Zard bucks. You'll be fine.
I need Zard bucks.
Just go get coffee brewed by a Charizard. You'll be fine.
Now, what lies behind door number, whichever number door this is that we've gone through? Answer? Demons. What'd you think?
Sounds about right. Sounds about right in this line of work, and I can attest to that.
Well, I mean, we are in a castle. This is about as Castlevania-y as it's going to get tonight.
Well, that and, to be fair, Ari, you and me deal with demons practically a lot, so...
In different ways, yes. You deal with them on a hunt. You deal with them in a hunting way. I deal with them in a workplace disputes and managerial way.
I don't slay all of them. Ones that want to live in peace and prosperity, I leave alone.
See, that's the thing about Devil May Cry that makes
They don't.
Yeah, that's the thing about Devil May Cry. Outside the Netflix series, which decided to change the nature of how demons work in a way that conflicts with Devil May Cry lore and therefore undermines the importance of Sparta and his sons, is that, like, Sparta was unique in that he was the only demon who was like, hey, I don't have to, you know, go on a genocidal conquering campaign against humanity. I can just, like, chill with them, live in peace, start a family. He was the only one in history who did that.
I was gonna say, to be fair, usually a lot of that genocidal tendency is by choice, not by design.
Yeah, but demons as they're portrayed in Devil May Cry are basically just like creatures of chaos. A lot of them are not even sentient.
Yeah, I mean, arguably in Castlevania, most of the creatures are also that of chaos, but again, different world, different universe, different lore.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. All I'll say into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
There's
you.
There's similarities, but there are also differences.
Yeah. And like what makes Dante and Virgil's dynamic work is that, like, they're both half human and half demon. And they both underwent the same traumatic event of losing their mother to a demon attack. And they went about their lives in conflicting ways. Dante became a demon hunter trying to protect humanity because it's what he believes and is correctly believing that his mother Eva would want as, you know, her final wish. Whereas Virgil, who was separated from the family during the attack and didn't get, you know, a final moment with his mother, thinks, I'm going to go on a quest for power so I can, you know, wipe out anyone who stands in my way and, you know, rule over things rather than, protect people. You can't protect anyone if you can't protect yourself. and you need power
Okay.
in order to protect yourself.
I mean, he's not wrong in a sense, but again, with power, yeah, power is good and all, but those who rely on power too much are often ruled and eventually killed by it.
Yeah, Virgil takes a while to learn that, because, like, Devil May Cry 3, he bites off more than he can chew with getting betrayed and backstabbed by his underling, who was, like, acting as sort of, like, the conduit and researcher for a lot of his attempt to try and claim his father's legendary blade, the Devil Sword Sparta, and got trapped in the underworld as a result, after his, like, duel with Dante. And then, during that time, he encountered, the Demon King Mundus, who was also trapped in the underworld by Sparta, and challenged him to a duel, lost, and became a mindless slave to Mundus.
Yeah, Mundus I'm familiar with outside of DMC.
And, then, like, after his, mind-controlled state was killed in Devil May Cry 1 by Dante, he was freed of his control, but his body started, like, deteriorating due to, like, all the shit he had gone through. And that plays up in Virgil's campaign in Devil May Cry 4 for as limited story as it has. It shows, like, events happening before Devil May Cry 4 in the opening and the very ending. And then Devil May Cry 5 plays up a lot on Virgil's journey.
Okay. Also, give me a second. I need to go get some water.
Okay. And we got our next artifact here.
I'm back with the widget.
Oh, the widget.
Yeah,
The
she's in her crate
widget.
getting comfy. She's getting comfy in her crate.
Summon the widget. I was just making a deal with my parents downstairs to do a computer cleaning today or tomorrow
Okay.
or this weekend to earn some extra cash.
Okay.
Oh.
Because school's been kicking my butt lately with payments. So
Okay.
Yeah.
This is called the Anima Mercury, an artificial soul made using alchemy, breathes life into the inanimate.
I needed to see.
And what that amounts to is those, like, sort of gyro top, spinning top looking things that we've seen littered throughout the castle. We can activate those now.
Oh.
But first, we need to power up. We got some
Power
souls to
up.
spend.
Power up. God.
Right. I could get the double jump here, or...
I am debating on what my next prime is going to be when I have the money to pick one up. I'm torn between Onyx and my Cronus.
I'm going to hold off on getting the double jump for now. I'm going to pick up Roulette Spin and exceed level 2, which gives me access to level 2 charge attacks. Roulette Spin being like an aerial combo. And I'll get Split as well as like a finisher for aerial combos. And I'll get that charge shot. And yeah, that should be good for now.
Also, I had a idea for, like, remember last time I told you about this, Ari? I was coming up with ideas for like an origin for Primus and Unicron, not saying that they're like like how they became like these figures to be worshipped.
Yeah.
I had an idea where it's like they're not exactly gods. I mean, they're gods to us, but they are basically of a species of like a highly advanced species of like tech.
So they're like a
Technology.
precursor thing rather than like literal gods.
Kinda, yeah. Where it's like their technology is so advanced, like their civilization is so advanced compared to even what we could consider the most advanced. It might as well be like almost eldritch like.
Yeah.
So kind of like where they, I'm debating on whether I wanted to make it so like their civilization comes from a different galaxy or from another universe entirely. Because I feel like I would like the idea of it more that they existed in a different galaxy and then just came to our galaxy and started their war.
I don't know. That's up to you to decide.
I'm just trying to figure out what sounds better.
I'm not one to dictate other people's headcanons.
I get you, dude. I always just like people's opinions because I'm like, I'm trying to like see what sounds good and what doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Also, Lulu is having some angry puppy rage.
Uh-oh.
She angy.
She's dealing with a mega barnacle, whatever that Pokemon is called, and
Barnacles.
And apparently, I told her, "Would you like some?" Yeah, and I was like, "Would you like some water?" And she's like, "Yes." Now I got to go back to fighting, and as soon as I came back, I heard her like, "Dang it, you son of a bitch!" And I'm like, "Oh God." I'm like, I swear, if I hear a controller spike, I'm gonna be like, "Oh God, no."
Controller spike.
Yep, just busts through the wall, hits me square in the head. You guys, next thing you know, you guys see here I'm in the hospital.
When
Again.
that happens, then we will be sad.
It's all right. You can laugh about it.
I don't.
It just means I got knocked out by Doggo VTuber Gamer Rage.
I mean, I laugh at almost anything, so doesn't mean it's doesn't mean I've actually find it funny. I'm just like,
Oh, I know.
how I just laugh at almost anything these days. I've gone that crazy.
You're fine.
So now there was that text on screen that said that the blue coffin in the middle of the room was calling the gyro blade. Not anymore, it isn't. I just broke it. But yes, now we can use the gyro blades not just for puzzle solving, but for combat as well, because they count towards our combos. If we, bounce them in the correct way to bounce them into enemies, as opposed to bouncing them, which is what I'm doing right now. Sorry, I had to. Anyways, let's go back to that room I was in earlier. Yeah, this is an area where we need to get 4 gyro blades onto these little summoning circle type things. 2 of them are already there. We just need to get the other 2 there.
Yeah, I'm craving caffeine, but I'm trying not to because I'm trying to save it for Friday, and I am trying to be like, no, you need to rest tonight, so no.
Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't go out and get an energy drink today. I'm just relying on good old coffee. I might head to bed soon, maybe in 12 minutes or so. Okay, Iron. If we miss if we miss you announcing that you're going to bed, then have a good night ahead of time.
Yep.
Yes.
Have a good night ahead of time.
And in response
But no.
to your earlier lore question about, like, so Sparta was one of the only sentient demons, we know that, like, more powerful, higher-ranking demons tend to be sentient. We don't know too much about, like, demonology in the main Devil May Cry series, because demons are more so just, like, treated as, you know, your enemy types, rather than something where we explore into their society. Although we do learn new bits of lore as the series progresses. We haven't gotten anything, like, substantially new since Devil May Cry 5, because there haven't really been any games since then.
One day, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen sometime. Devil May Cry consistently sells well. It's just that right now it's without a series producer because Itsuno-san left Capcom last year after he completed the last game he wanted to work on with them, which was Dragon's Dogma 2.
I'm sure they'll find someone soon. It's just gonna take time to find the right person.
Yeah, it's more so like the corporate
you.
culture at Capcom that seems to be an issue whenever, like, a series producer leaves a series that's not one of their, like, main 3 that they are, like, contractually obligated to put out every year, like Clockwork. Like, they've been through a whole bunch of Resident Evil producers and Street Fighter producers and Monster Hunter producers, I think, as well. But, like, when it comes to anything else, like, part of the reason that we keep going long stretches without Mega Man whenever a series producer leaves, instead of just, you know, them finding someone to fill the role, is because, like, there's this whole, like, thing of, like, oh, it's not my series, so am I the right person to, like, ask if I can fill the slot? And, like, it's a whole, like, corporate culture with Japanese stuff in general, where, like, people are afraid to step up and fill that slot, because they don't know if they're worthy of it. Right, so for this one, I need to... If these guys will stop blocking, I can do it. I need to slam an enemy into the ground 5 times in one aerial combo.
That's an interesting one.
Iron says that his theory is the world of DMC is a similar to Cult of the Lambs, only demonic beings, no angel, if you get what I mean.
I've never played Cult of the Lamb, so I couldn't tell you.
I have.
Good for you. I don't know what to say to that. I probably should have picked up enemy step for this one. Because, hold on, I might be able to pull this off. Yes, I barely managed it. Because if you kill all the enemies, then you fail. And that's a full blue orb.
Fragment. Yay.
Yeah, the side missions can be pretty brutal at times. I tend not to do the ones in Devil May Cry 4 all that much, because a lot of them are, like, really strict. And rely on some kind of wonky mechanics.
I'm pretty sure the trophy system for, like, 4 was on PS3, right?
Yeah, it was on PS3, but it predated trophies being added to PS3.
Okay.
But it does have Xbox 360 achievements, and the special edition has trophies and achievements.
Okay, I was gonna say, the trophies and achievements seem to be a pain in the ass to probably get.
Yeah, because, you know, one of them is, like, you know, complete all the secret missions. Yeah, that, rising upward, like, spinny move I used was, shuffle. Which is, no, not shuffle, roulette. Which is, the move I said I wanted to pick up for, aerial combos. Because it launches you further up into the air when you use it, so you can continue your aerial combat.
And there was another Lulu Rage. All I heard was "Rrrr, fucker," and I'm like, okay. Yep, and there she goes again.
Use your aggressive feelings, Lulu. The hate is swelling in you now.
She threatened the Pokemon she's fighting. She said she threatened to turn him into a crab dinner from Red Lobster.
From Red Lobster specifically.
I mean, she is very, very angy doggo right now.
Sounds like it.
From what you describe, yeah.
She
And
angry
again,
doggo. She go bork girl.
well, then again, throughout our years of being together, I made her a little bit more into. She got more into video gaming. Like, she was always a gamer, but she got a little more like hard into gaming. So I guess that's kind of my fault.
Well, you know what they say. You say tomato, I zater mater morts.
Just go kill your demons.
Oh, excuse me.
Iron said, no offense, but so glad I'm not in the range of that rage. I am too. I don't deal. I get panic attacks when people are like doing angy, like salty rages around me.
Well, it's not more so a salty rage. It's just the fact she's frustrated.
Or just when people yell or like angrily raise their voices in general. It sets off my fight or flight instinct and brings back like PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Lulu is not like straight up pure salt gamer. She's a very competent gamer. She gets frustrated like the best of us. It's not like she actively goes around spiking GameCube controllers. I'm looking at all you Melee players out there.
It's not like she's low tier god who loses a match in Street Fighter V and then goes on like a try hard edgelord rant telling someone to off themselves because they beat him in Street Fighter.
Ari, don't remind me of low tier god. He mains Simon and Richter in Smash Ultimate at one point.
We learned some interesting lore about him, namely that he's a deadbeat dad.
He also
he's been dodging child support.
Yeah, he's also the kind of guy that goes to professional fighting tournaments and literally blames the controller as well as the other.
He got banned from all Capcom fighting tournaments.
Yeah, I know. As well as a few non-Capcom fighting tournaments as well.
Like, Capcom themselves banned him.
Kier says that he's a melee fighter, and he wants Nico to fight him.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I suck at melee. I play casually in Smash, not professionally. You would definitely kill me. I could tell you that much.
I fought Kier in Ultimate before, and he kicks my ass effortlessly every time.
Yeah, Go ahead. Oh God.
You okay, Nico?
Yeah, I had to cough a minute, and it like sent a burning sensation up my nose.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's weird.
All right, go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say to Kier, one of these days when you're off work, dude, send me a message when I'm not busy, and we can. I've actually been getting good at Smash. Like I actually want to test my skills against you.
I used to. Well, again, I can't play Smash anymore due to my vision. Again, one fighting game I can't do because I need spatial awareness for that one. But when I used to play, I did play a lot of For Glory as well as with other friends, and ironically enough, even with Lulu, everybody wants to kick my ass when I'm Mario because somehow I always manage to 3-stock them without losing a life.
Everyone always wants to kick my ass when I play Kirby because I do one of two things. I either inhale a opponent and spit them off the side of the stage, or like right at the blast line, or I just like let people duke it out, and I just stand in a far off corner spamming the hi taunt over and over again.
Well, that's because you're the. Oh, okay, no offense. I'm going to be that one person that says this about the high thing spam. You are a degenerate asshole, and you need to stop.
Yes. Oh, time for some sexy demonesses.
Okay.
Short stack ones
But
too.
no, I also played the Belmonts in there, but not as much as Mario, and yeah, and oddly enough, in For Glory, I got all the way up to 1 point something million ranking because of Donkey Kong.
Hold on, Nico. I'm watching some girl on girl demon action. Short stack girl on girl demon action.
I mean, don't let me stop you.
Hold on, we gotta fight him now.
I know.
They were inviting Nero over for a good time, and he just had to go and start fighting him because he doesn't know how to have fun.
The only fun
Well,
he
yeah.
wants is with his girlfriend, is with Kyrie.
Yeah. And yup. Yeah,
Look,
they
at
were
least Nero. Look,
they
at least Nero
were
has his
they weren't
priorities.
really sexy demonesses. They were anglerfish lures for this big frog demon.
Cut me some slack. Just not big on toes.
Even so, Nero has his priorities.
Finish this quick.
I can respect him for that.
But yeah, like I was gonna say, surprisingly enough, I actually seem to specialize. I do really well with bruisers. Let's just say that.
So Bowser, Donkey Kong, Ganondorf, DDD, K. Rool.
Yeah, have not unlocked Ganondorf or DDD. DDD actually kicked my ass when I tried to fight him. I don't use Donkey Kong only because I feel like that's just kind of to me. I mainly main Bowser.
Bowser's a respectable one. I remember trying to unlock a lot of the characters when the game first came out. And like everybody else, we got NPCs that were so cheap that they were past the level 9 difficulty mark. And it was so hard until they patched in by making the hidden characters a little easier.
Yep. Yeah, it was
And
bullshit at launch.
I got when I tried to unlock Simon, I literally got KO'd at 30% by him. And it was dumb. I was like, how? How the heck did you I don't even want to know.
What's funny is Fur was telling me, this is funny you bring this up, Iron. Like, Fur and I were playing with Chuck over the weekend, and we actually managed, like, I won the fight between the three of us. And then, of all things, I managed to, like, I had to unlock Sonic. Like, Sonic came up into the in the roster for me to fight to unlock. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So I'm in Green Hills Zone, and Bird is telling me, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna win this. You're playing a bruiser against a speedster. You're not gonna win. And I'm just like, I'm like 30 seconds after he said that, I managed to beat Sonic's ass to hell and back.
I was gonna say, Sonic, fast as he is, one or two side A's are gonna just destroy the Hedgehog. I'm sorry, he has no health or bulk.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic's
Like, it
not a
doesn't
particularly hard one to beat on CPU, at least. Like, you know, against
Yeah,
a good Sonic
yeah.
player, that's obviously gonna be different.
Well,
Right.
it's mainly either they run around, do small chip damages, and then try to hit you with a side A after reaching a set percent. Or they're just going to spam the homing attack over and over again and just be a jerk about it.
I will say, I was a menace as Sonic back in the Brawl days when I was in college, and it was for one reason
Don't
in
remind
particular.
me. Don't remind me of Sonic players in Brawl.
I was a menace for one reason in particular when we would have like 4-player Brawl matches in my college. You're too slow. Everyone would be fighting. I'd be off in the corner going, "You're too slow. You're too slow. You're too slow."
You're too slow. All of a sudden, Streba Bomb blows up and hits you as you're saying it. You're too slow.
I used to be a what was I? I forgot what I was when I made Cloud.
Cloud wasn't in Brawl.
That's good.
Not in Brawl, but in recent.
Yeah, in recent Smash.
We just ripped off
Brawl
one
was
of his
actually
lures and are going to punch him back into the portal. Back into the
Look,
Hellgate.
The only characters I hate in Smash
Beyblade.
Brothers. The only characters I hate in Smash Brothers are Kazuya fighters and Sora fighters. I'm sorry, but Sora does not need 6 jumps and then 3 up B recoveries just to return to the fucking stage. That is way too much.
There's more frogs coming, and they're angry.
Oh no!
Oh, that's fair.
They angry.
They angry.
Froggos.
More Froggos.
Big the cat,
I
control
love-
your frogs.
He punches them back deeper into the Hellgate and shuts the Hellgate.
Froggy, you have fangs like a vampire.
And we got
where'd those anglers?
the Rusalka corpse, part of a dangling feeler used by the demon Baal. Those who take it up will find a new source of power.
Interesting.
So, I just casually look to the right on my screen because I've been watching this stream the whole time, and the lighting on this Pokemon I've been shiny hunting, AFKing, is like so bad. I keep thinking it's shiny.
Oh god.
It's Dratini. Its pink looks so weird, or its blue looks pink.
I'm sure that's
okay.
not just a
Nuts.
problem with your TV.
No, they made certain Pokemon shinies more like, I don't know, more Pokemon in general look really just like stand out less. They fixed a few of the shinies in this generation, which is nice. They made Slowpoke actually look like it's Gen 2 shiny. So now it doesn't look like you're looking at a pink and then looking for a lighter version of the pink. The only reason I know it's not shiny right now is I keep seeing alphas respawn, so. Affinities.
But yeah,
Right.
what Ari, when you said when you were recording the whole "you're too slow" bit, it instantly reminded me of what I did to a Sonic cosplayer at Anime Magic back in August.
Yeah?
What did you do?
Okay, so basically what happened was I'm working at the Extra Life booth on Friday, the convention, and Mario's there with me. So I told Mario, it's like, I'll be back. And like I walked down to the booth that is not that far from us. Same vendor actually that I bought the Eggman plush from. So I see a Sonic cosplayer just talking with the vendor's wife. And I'm thinking like, I gotta mess with them. So I walked over to them and just waited there until they happened to turn around. And then they see me. And Sonic's like, immediately takes off running and then comes back. And, like, of course, I'm like, Hedgehog! Then Mario comes running over with my Chaos Emerald prop that I left by the booth. And said, Eggman, you forgot your shiny glowy rock thingy. But that's not the funny part. Sonic actually tried to grab for it. Not really, but
Yeah.
quote unquote
Fake
tries
it.
to grab for it. Yeah. And of course I immediately bring it out of Sonic's reach and say, "You're too slow, Hedgehog."
So, Ari, why are you stripping those demons?
So I can kill them?
They died of embarrassment.
Look, it's their faults for coming out here in the middle of a blizzard in the snowy mountains wearing nothing but a cloak that can be torn to shreds by a few grabs.
I was gonna make a joke saying it was really a bathrobe, but okay.
Just know, Ari, this bonk is not really directed at you. I can't help but throw it your way, but it's actually meant for Miles.
I was gonna say something along the same lines as Miles, but I held my tongue.
Good.
Yes,
Usually I'm the one that
good.
holds my tongue, but apparently not today. I come up with stupid things more than usual.
Lest you face the wrath of a bonk.
You can
I'm not
face the wrath
afraid.
of a bunk.
Look, the fact is this, JKR. Look, the fact is this. I'm not afraid of a bonk. I usually get side thrown at me by the Grim Reaper itself, so I'm not really afraid of getting bonked across the head. What the Shish, oh, shish, shash, oh, shash, shash. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking
that's
about?
been one of my redeems for about a year now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard a shiny sound.
Apparently, the shiny sound sounds like rare.
Are you sure it's just shiny? Are you sure it's just shiny and
Oh.
not somebody having a stroke?
It's a shiny that's not worth getting right now. I'm just gonna let my app go.
Okay.
It's a Bellsprout.
That's crap.
What's wrong with Bellsprout?
Well, I'm trying to.
It's
I'm letting my
Corone's
thing
favorite
go.
Pokemon. What do you have against the doggo?
I mean, I'm gonna catch it and name it Corone at this point, but no, I'm just letting it sit there. It's not gonna despawn. I want to spawn the rest of the guys as shinies first.
Nice, of course.
Lulu has been quiet, which means the rage has finally ceased. For
But
now.
Are you sure? Are you sure? That's a good thing.
It can be one of two things. I'm prepared for both outcomes.
Hold that thought.
Here's
My answer?
sound only you can hear.
That's not what I was going to respond with, but okay. This is my
Am I safe now?
response.
As you played that sound, Rosemary just leaned on me. Like she fell over on the side and just leaned on me.
Okay, in my defense, I was not the one who responded the high pitched, who redeemed the high pitched sound. That was not me. That was Shadow Dragon. Mine was Daffy Duck.
Just
Yeah,
a bit
she
of a
leaned.
thing.
Yeah, she leaned on me. and you
Let
did the
Miles
Daffy Duck
speak.
noise.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
What is it, Miles?
If people could give me a heads up before they play that, my head is still sensitive
Oh shit!
to
sorry.
sounds. Some don't bother me as much, but that Space Ghost going, like that.
Yeah,
just made my
okay,
head
yeah,
start
I was
pounding.
like,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
I
you
just
heard
request
it.
that I get a warning.
You heard
Okay.
it here, Shadow Dragon.
It's not, I have concussion side effects, so I
No,
apologize. I had to
it's
ruin
fine.
the fun.
I'm just giving Shadow Dragon hell because he's given me hell for years. I might as well do the same to him.
No, I've known Shadow Dragon forever too. I just feel bad I have to ruin the fun.
Yeah.
Well, you have
And that's not your fault. That's not your fault, Shadow Dragon. I don't talk about it too much.
You don't talk too much on stream in general.
Well, I like to pay attention to what's going on, like you stabbing that guy ridiculously and then shooting that guy in the face. But
Hey, Ari, do me a favor and check your posture.
All right. I was sitting in my usual bisexual way of sitting hunched over and cross-legged.
Well, quit doing that. Quit doing that shit.
Well, I apologize, Miles. I didn't mean to keep cutting you off. I was just trying to clarify something, so I didn't mean to.
it's fine, Nico.
We're
you
all
never
good
mean
here.
you never mean bad, so I'm cool.
Okay, I'll hydrate.
Hydrate mid-fight.
That's what the pause button
New
is
challenge. New challenge. You have to hydrate while fighting. Get a straw, Ari. Get a straw.
for. I do have a straw.
But do you have a crazy straw?
No.
A bendy straw, you mean?
We need to
No,
get you a
crazy straws and
straw.
bendy straws are two different things.
Okay,
Yeah.
explain. I only know bendy straws.
Bendy straws are
Crazy-
just straws that have the little bendy part on them. Crazy straws are the ones that like loop all over the place.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I thought those were bendy straws too. My
No,
bad.
bendy straws are the ones that bend.
Yeah.
Hence the name bendy straw.
My fault. Okay.
You're fine. We need to get you a crazy straw. We need to get you a good colored one. Which one would you want?
What's your favorite color, Miles?
Miles?
Wait, what? Huh?
We've been
What?
we've been
Sorry.
asking you a question.
I'm sorry. I said what? No one heard me there.
Yes,
fine.
because
I
the
was
mic
actually-
didn't pick it up.
I'm not even that
I-
far away from the dang mic.
The question was
I-
towards. Oh, go ahead.
Like, I asked you what your favorite color was.
It depends. I'm very weird about my colors. Like I like
We're
me
trying to
think.
figure out what color Crazy Straw to get you.
I mean all the colors I like don't have bendy straws more than likely. Like I like silvers and stuff.
Well, we're
like that,
not
which doesn't
looking
matter,
for
which
bendy
doesn't
straws. We're looking for crazy straws.
work. Well,
They
you
do-
know what I
they
mean,
do-
crazy straws.
They do have a silver. They do have a silver crazy straw.
Okay, I'm tempted.
There is
Also,
a metal. There is a metal silver crazy straw. I've seen one before.
Yeah, I like silver and I like black. I like red, that type of stuff.
Okay,
You're
red's
getting
easy one
pink
to
and you'll
get.
be happy.
What?
You're getting pink and you'll be happy because pink is just a lightish red.
I can give that to my niece. My niece likes pink.
You're not regifting. That's rude.
Oh gosh, it's spiders.
These aren't spiders.
They look like spiders.
Well, they're
Well,
not.
you were
No, they're not.
joking about stripping them earlier. Do you not like what you see when they're stripped?
No, I'm not a fan. I don't know about you. You're the one that keeps stripping them.
I mean, you were the one who apparently gets excited at me stripping them. I'm just doing it for
No,
a
I
practical
wasn't.
purpose.
What?
They're
What is
valid.
this? What is this conversation?
Yeah, Miles, you brought this upon yourself.
No, I didn't. I just said, Ari, why are you stripping them?
Yes,
You brought it up.
You brought it up.
Yeah, but in the context of you stripping them, not me being
All of
excited
it.
because I'm
The fact that you were interested enough in the stripping
Wait,
that
was
was
that
going
pink?
on to ask about further details of it means it must be intriguing to you.
Look, I have a better way to settle this. Miles, stop talking about stripping spiders. Ari, stop getting off on stripping spiders. There you go.
Well, it depends on the spider. If it's someone like Rhaenyra from Monster Musume.
Okay, we all have our
Also-
exceptions.
Why does that look like a jello brick?
Because all the crystals in
What?
this game look very jelly-like. We got the wing talisman, a talisman made of crystallized angel wing. It can stimulate a divine response in specific equipment. Ooh, indeed.
It
Stimulate,
just looks like
huh?
a jello brick.
Stimulate a divine response in specific equipment. And by that it means it activates these jump pads, not anything sexy, sadly.
Sure.
I mean, you joke about, like, you know, oh, something sussy in Devil May Cry. One of the arms you can get in Devil May Cry 5 for Nero as a DLC bonus is basically just a vibrator arm.
I mean, I wonder why it's DLC.
I mean, its function is that, like, it has, like, a passive healing effect when it's activated, but, like, when it's given to you by your engineer friend, also coincidentally named Nico, but spelled in a different way, she's like, Kyrie will love it. Know what I mean?
I'm guessing NICO.
Yes, it's short for Nicoletta.
Oh my god.
Nicoletta Goldstein.
I don't like any of these choices on this poll here. I don't know if you guys, if you've ever heard of Mr. Laubat, Ari.
No.
Basically, he's another Transformers reviewer, and he basically put up a poll about 20 hours ago asking who's the best fit for the 13th Prime. And, the choices are Star Optimus, Nova Prime, Sentinel Prime, or Zeta Prime. And I'm like, I don't like any of these choices.
None of them are good options. The closest would be Star Optimus, because that's like you know, kind of the only way you can do Star Optimus as far as Western media goes.
Yeah. Like, I do intend to get my hands on Star Optimus eventually. And I'm not a big Optimus Prime collector, but
Neither am I.
But
you know what? I'm like, you know, when the hell else are we going to get such a specific niche Japan-only character as a worldwide release? That's not just a retool of something else.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing with... it's also the kind of... It goes the same thing for, like, the Magnetron figure that came out a few years ago, where it's like, you know, when else are we going to get a Magnetron figure in the modern age? Without having to, resort to, exorbitant aftermarket prices.
Or third party, if third party ever decides to dabble in Beast era stuff that isn't just like season 1 and 2 cast.
Oh yeah, because I was just gonna say I have seen some third party Beast Wars stuff, but
yeah, I know you have one. Like a Doragon.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. Yeah, funny thing is, I actually ran into a guy at TFCon. And it's funny because he didn't realize who I was at first because I took off part of my costume because it was like I'm wearing like the full-on Eggman coat and everything, and I'm like I had to run to the washroom, so I'm walking past my friend Candace while she's talking to them, and as I'm walking past, I see them I see one of the guys is like really like holding up the Mega Doragon. He's like really hyped for it, and I'm just like, oh nice, Mega Doragon. And he's like, oh, you have this figure? I was like, yep, I've got it sitting on my shrine to Beast Megatron.
They say if you collect them all and look in a mirror and say Beast Megatron 3 times, nothing will happen and you'll look like a dork.
Oh god. But yeah, like another thing for me is like I like the idea of Star Optimus being like kind of like the equivalent of Generation 1 Optimus Prime, getting upgraded into like his like the equivalent of Prime Optimus being upgraded into Beast Hunter Optimus.
Okay. So basically how it was in the Japanese continuity.
Kinda, yeah, where it's like it's an upgraded form for Optimus.
Yeah.
Before he finally, steps down as Prime for good. Because like my whole thing is like I like the idea of Optimus and Megatron being the ones to start the war, and the only reason why Optimus is I kind of like it, this is something that Knight's Realm actually made up, and I like the idea where they went where it's like Hot Rod becomes Rodimus Prime because he was forged during a time of war, and he was to lead the Autobots in a time of peace, whereas Optimus was a bot forged in peacetime and had to lead them in war. So it was like kind of like a, kind of came full circle sort of thing.
Anyway, we're getting ready to deface the Pope.
Good. Was that too much?
No. I just wanted to get back on topic.
I get you. No, I was talking about when I said good.
Well, I mean, this is the Pope of a cult dedicated to worshiping a demon.
Okay, yeah, fair. I just don't.
It's not the Catholic Pope. It's a Pope.
I mean, fair.
He's not even technically called the Pope, but he's clearly Pope-ish.
Yeah, Pope-ish.
Pope-ish the third.
Pope-ish.
Yeah.
Pope-ish. I was just gonna say the same thing, Ari. What can I say? Crazed minds think alike.
I thought you were about to say you're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Meanwhile, speaking of the Pope,
Oh no. Oh, he's awake.
You see, your friend was only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Here, open his mouth.
I kind of like how he styled his beard. That's actually, I'm a little envious of that. Like if I actually bothered to let my goatee grow that long.
Like, it's not just growing down, he's like got it curved outward.
Yeah,
And it's like flat, and it's flat on the bottom, so it's like evened out.
That must have taken a lot of gel to make that happen.
It was fortunate I was...
Here comes the character I voiced in the Star Productions DMC4 fandom that still hasn't come out yet. His name's Agnus.
His Holiness. You look magnificent.
He looky familiar.
If he does, he's Nico's father in Devil May Cry 5.
And that's what it is.
You question my command.
Before me. Should stumble upon my resources.
Yeah, the fact that he has a stutter was like a bit of an unintentionally inspired casting on Nade's part when he cast me as Agnus in the fan dub, because he didn't know that I have a stutter.
Was that the first thing you would worked on with? No, wait.
No, that was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Yeah, I know you did the Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
with,
Devil May Cry 4 has not come out yet because it's a nightmare to edit. Because, like, Nade doesn't just, like, do what I do and, like, Nade is going about the same way that, like, Jana did for the Danganronpa 1 fan dub, where it's, like, removing the audio from the footage entirely, and then redoing every single music cue and sound effect and everything, along with placing the dialogue.
Oh, jeez.
And for something like Devil May Cry 5, Devil May Cry 4, that has a lot of action scenes. That is a nightmare and a half for someone to edit. So the reason that hasn't come out yet is because it's just a very daunting task.
And that's fair. I mean, Nate's definitely putting as much time and attention as he can to it before getting.
Yeah, right now his focus is on, now that part 1 of the Kingdom Hearts fan dub from Snapcube is out, it's given him the inspiration to get to work on the Kingdom Hearts 2 fan dub that we recorded about a year ago, and for him to start editing it. We recorded the prologue, the Roxas prologue, and haven't gotten into the main game yet. In that one, you will hear me as not only Axel for when he appears again, but you'll also hear me as Pence. And I'm not happy with my Pence performance, I will say that. But I'll cringe at it when I get to it.
Yeah. I don't know when, if ever, Nate decides to work on Arkham City.
We don't. He kind of goes by vibes on like what he thinks would be most fun to work on at the moment.
That's fair. I mean, if he ever does decide to work on Arkham City, I want to try and get in on that. But
yeah, you just know you will not be the Joker because they already have a Joker.
Obviously, I'm fine with not being the Joker.
Yeah.
Like it'd be funny anyway because like Nate would credit me as JKR, and then people think it's like, oh, JKR, he must be the Joker. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
That'd be the best joke of all.
Just trying to decide what abilities I want to buy right now. I'll get this other combo. And that'll do for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Who you call pig?
The pig. Don't you see the pig?
I don't know why, but the blue orbs remind me of the Ao-Oni monster.
I mean, they are big blue heads.
That's
Yeah.
no good.
But, like, all the
Really,
orbs in this
JK?
game look like jelly candy to me. Like, different flavored jelly candies. Like, gold orbs would be lemon. Blue orbs would be, like, blueberry or blue raspberry. Red orbs would be cherry or strawberry.
Yeah.
Green orbs would be,
What about the-
like, lime or apple.
Green
Apple.
apple.
Purple would be, we haven't seen purple orbs yet, but
Grape.
there are purple orbs, and they would be grape.
Yeah.
They remind me of hard candy. Yeah.
Like gobstoppers or
I mean, like a jelly bean type thing. That's the
well,
kind of
yeah,
texture
I
they
mean,
have.
like the texture, but the way you guys describe them, to me, it's like gobstoppers in my head.
Are they everlasting, though?
They say everlasting on the package, but that's a damn lie. Because by the time you reach the center, you just bite it.
Always a lie. That sounds like a Tootsie Roll pop.
No, literally, when you get through all the layers of a gobstopper, the middle of it is just like a pure sugary bite. Like you just bite it, and then it just like becomes a powder.
It's a Tootsie Roll.
That's not a Tootsie Roll.
Plot twist.
Mister.
That's not a Tootsie Roll, mother.
Mr.
It's not
Owl.
it.
How many,
Miles,
How many
are you?
Let JKR get his
Mario.
gag in.
I know, I'm letting him. I stopped.
how many licks does it take to get to the
So
Tootsie Rolls?
anyway.
Like, "Oh, Tootsie Pop. Fuck off, Ari. You know what?
You're telling me to let JKR get his joke in? Excuse me, you contradicting bastard.
I'm not a bastard tonight. I'm a bitch.
Woozy.
Yes, she's a bitch. Bitch.
I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm DMCA claimed.
No.
The singer of this song became an anti-vaxxer. That's my legally distinct cover of it. You guys want to go fishing
No.
I always
down here in the
always do
tube?
enjoy good.
It looks
I
too
always
much like a Stargate.
I was gonna
I mean,
say.
Because we got some fish coming up.
I mean, I always do enjoy a good day of fishing.
We're going fishing.
I was gonna-
They somehow swim through the metal.
Too
I
bad
was
they're
gonna
not
s-
sharks with laser beams.
Nah, they're fish with bladed dorsal fins.
I was gonna say on the Tootsie Roll joke. I was gonna say, Miles, are you talking to Noctowls that are eating Tootsie Roll pops again?
No.
I already been fishing for ghost fish in Ninja Gaiden 4. Jesus Christ. Are the ghost fish in Ninja Gaiden 4 as bad as they were in Ninja Gaiden 2? Because those ghost fish gave me so much pain.
And suffering.
Yes, and suffering. Because they swarm you and latch onto you and deal, like, staggering amounts of damage for enemies that die in one hit. Right, that's one fish gone. One fish.
Go fish. One fish, two fish.
Red fish.
Red fish,
blue
blue
fish.
fish.
Bluefish. Rainbow fish.
Now you just ruined the whole thing.
Now, rainbow
fish is
fish
a
is
thing.
rainbow fish isn't a Dr. Seuss property.
I know. I just added it.
When you said rainbow fish, you reminded me of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card 7-colored fish.
Oh yeah, I vaguely recall that card.
Wait, is
There's the-
that?
Just a plain ass vanilla 1800 attack monster that everybody ran.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But is it a rainbow fish? It technically might not be a rainbow fish because it just says 7 colors. It doesn't say the 7 colors of the rainbow. And Shadow Dragon responding.
It is a rainbow fish.
Shadow Dragon responding to me about the ghost fish. Kind of, they do get on you, but it's easy to shake off and also easy to fight off a large group when using the staff as Yakumo. Okay, so they give you better options for fighting the fish than like just hope that they don't swarm you like Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2 has so many bullshit parts in it, even in the easier version. Like Sigma and Black 2. Alright, you guys ready to play Candyland?
Candyland? Never played
Because this
Candyland.
whole room is basically just Candyland.
That's no
Right.
good.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna nod my head and just.
Except
Let
we
you
have
do
to
your
roll a
thing.
die instead of, you know, pulling cards. We have to get our piece to the end of the board. Concerning life and death in this hell, we are the ones who weave that spell. If moving forward is what you intend, then guiding your other self to the door is what we recommend. This poem has horrible, it rhymes, but it doesn't flow very well. And now your fate, we decide. Strike us or your progress will be denied. You see what I mean? It doesn't have a good rhythm to it.
Definitely doesn't.
And 4 out of 10. Way that you guarantee a die roll is you look at what number is on the top, and that'll be what it lands on. And you want to avoid the red spaces as much as possible. So those spawn enemies. Yellow spaces are shortcuts. And blue spaces spawn, collectibles, and white spaces do nothing.
I assume you have to reach the end of the board and you have to land on the exact space at the end.
Yes. That is a 3.
Three.
That's a 6. One. Oh, I landed on a red spot. Time to fight some enemies. Oh, it's just basic mooks.
Well.
I'll be fine. This is a room that a lot of people don't like just because there's no way to do it quicker, really. Unless you're Dante, he has a quicker way to do it. That is actually required for getting through Dante's version of it. And then you also have to do this before the final boss fight of the whole game. Again. So you have to do the Candyland game 3 times. And in the version right before the boss fight, there's multiple levels to it, and it loops back in on itself if you do it wrong.
Oh boy.
And it's interspersed with the traditional Capcom, you know, boss rush of previously defeated bosses. Like, you complete a level of it, then you fight a boss, and then you do another level of it, you know, so on and so forth. Like Mega Man.
Oh.
You know, Mega Man.
Oh, 6.
Like John Mega Man.
Get out. So, Miles, how do you feel about being the new face for the streaming side of the Eggman of Chicagoland?
Wait, what?
He just kicked me out for calling Mega Man. John Mega Man.
I don't.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Good job.
Rolled a 1 and landed on enemy space.
You rolled a nat 1. Good job.
It was on a D6, okay? It's not that hard to roll a nat 1 on that.
No, but that means you're rolling pretty low for damage, so...
Well, this isn't damage, it's more like whether I encounter an enemy.
Still, in D&D sense, it's still low damage.
Yep.
What? Good, guys.
I mean, then again, a low roll on a D6 or D4 is weak, but a plus 7 modifier is strong.
Okay, there's a 6, and I'm getting to the end of the board.
Good.
Good.
By the way, I'm disappointed that this whole playthrough nobody's commented on Nero's battle theme. Both in call and in chat. After the opening guitar riff, when the vocals kick in, it goes, "The time has come, and so have I."
I never even realized that.
I didn't either. Then again,
That's why I keep
like
referencing when I say "the time has come, and so have I."
Okay, then again, to be fair, in my defense, I don't
No
play
excuses.
much Devil May Cry. Actually, it's a pretty valid excuse.
No
You
excuses.
guys love quoting me now.
Yes.
It's a
No
very
excuse.
it is a very valid excuse, Missy. Don't even.
No excuses.
Anyway, time to fight a stuttering scientist.
Ooh. This room.
Yep, this room.
God.
And it'll be a good place to end off the stream after this stage.
Okay.
It's the exciting room.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, Yamato. It's Virgil's sword, and it's broken.
So, you've come.
Not yet. I haven't seen Kyrie yet. I mean, shut up.
Who the hell are you?
Behave yourself.
I am Agnus.
He's so theatrical. I love him.
You are privy to my existence.
Funny to figure an order official out for a stroll in a hellhole kind of place like this.
Hellhole? Watch your words! Just as foul-mouthed as I had heard, the rumors proved true. As were the new ones concerning your demise.
Don't you think that's a little harsh? Killing me because of the way I talk.
Ooh.
Okay, Nero, that's ableist. Nero's canceled.
Kill him. Kill him now.
Anyway, we gotta throw flying sword demons at him to damage him.
That's cool.
This
And by flying swords, I don't mean swords that just fly through the air. I mean swords that sprout wings.
Works for me.
Hey, Lulu's in chat saying, hey, hi, all, got a shiny Pokemon. Ooh, which one?
Congratulations. Also, I'm glad the Lulu rage has calmed down.
I don't have to answer to you, for you are already as good as dead.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Like, I naturally do have a stutter that happens as I get more, like, excited or overwhelmed. So I was able to channel some of that into my Agnus performance for the DMC4 improv fandom, rather than trying to do it cartoony. Although I did exaggerate it a lot from how it actually sounds for me.
I have a little bit of a stutter, but only when I'm like nervous or like I'm very just concerned.
Like, it mostly happens during panic attacks, but you've probably noticed it a few times where when I stumble over my words, that's my stutter kicking in.
Yeah, I could tell. Also, it's understandable from a panic attack because it's a natural reaction.
Yeah. To give context to Nico for who this Agnus guy is, he is the researcher for the Order of the Sword, and most people in the Order of the Sword don't know about his existence because he's researching how to turn humans into demons.
So he's literally just Hojo, but in Devil May.
Hojo, but not like, with ulterior motives. He's following orders from Sanctus, the Pope of this religion.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like Hojo in terms of his concept, not like.
Yeah, Hojo if he had 0 Riz.
Okay.
And yet still managed to have a daughter that's like really sexy.
I was gonna say, you're saying Hojo has Riz. That's kind of concerning.
I mean, he managed to convince Lucrezia to have his kid.
Not by any means fair or foul.
If we're going by what Dirge of Cerberus canonized, she was 100% okay with it, which makes it very disappointing that they, like, butchered her characterization so much and basically made Vincent, like, a third wheel. Now he's like, ooh, that arm looks amazing. Can I study it?
It has only been a few years.
Lulu got a Garchomp.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a shiny Garchomp, nice.
No, I think Lou got shiny Mareep, but got
Mareep.
Garchomp.
I didn't see
Garchomp.
where she said what her shiny was, but she
You
also...
see, she didn't say exactly what shiny she got.
Well,
and
she
if
probably
did,
said it, I
think
just
was
wasn't
missed.
looking at chat.
Yeah, so, like, when she said I got a Garchomp, I assumed it was
She
the
did say
Yeah,
it was Marie.
It was Mareep, okay.
Yeah.
I had
Again,
to pull up
nobody... Yeah.
Twitch on my phone to watch the chat.
Yeah, I can't really watch
Yeah, I
the
know,
chat to understand
Yeah.
it.
Well, I wasn't looking at chat as well, so thank you for correcting us. Nero got impaled this time. For once, it wasn't Dante.
Oh my.
Everybody just getting impaled in this game.
See, for just a small fraction of my
You got tagged.
So all the demons that we've been encountering are stuff that Hojo has created. Sorry, not Hojo. You got that on my mind now. Stuff that Agnus has created, and that whole like the Pope waking up was part of a ascension ritual to turn him into what they call an angel, but it's actually a kind of demon that looks somewhat angelic.
control countless demons to harness their
I would say like a fallen or false angel, but I would
It's a
be
false
wrong,
angel,
probably.
100%.
Okay, so false angel. All right.
Because they have angelic-looking appearances, but they are demons. Camo Kaplamo with Vegeta redeemed towards the end of the stream. Kakarot, let's see. Generic Vegeta voice, man. I don't fucking care. Okay. Kakarot, the 4 Devils May Cry Special Edition. The devils are crying, the devils are crying. Special Edition. There's 4 of them. That's kinda fantastic. Fantastic 4. Get it? Kill me!
Oh my god.
That was horrible, and I love it.
I love it. How you doing, Camo Kaplamo?
Hey, Kablamo.
But just because I love it doesn't mean you're not entitled to this.
Thank you for that. Just after tonight, I'm done. I got all of Friday and Saturday to do this too.
Oh dang.
Just woke up from an accidental midnight nap, so I'm very energized but very confused. Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah, that it happens.
This is why I said this would be a good point to end off on, because it's an awesome, iconic scene from this game.
Yeah. 100%. Someone's getting... Looks like they're getting triggered.
Devil triggered.
Yes.
Triggered.
I was gonna say,
You're not the first or the last to make that joke. There's Agnes's angel form. It's a moth.
lamp.
Lamp. White hair liberal gets triggered.
What?
This isn't his full devil trigger, but it is a devil trigger that he gets from being in contact with the Yamato blade.
You know, I always wondered something.
Yeah.
Did they in the next Devil May Cry, and this is kind of a spoiler for the next one, I don't want to do it, you know, obviously, but do they use the same form?
I can't. I'll have to look at them side by side.
I think they use the same form.
If it's not exactly the same, then it's similar.
Yeah, because that'd be hilarious if they actually had a callback to that.
Like, it's not a full devil trigger, it's more so like it looks more like a JoJo stand rather than a devil trigger, because it doesn't, like, transform Nero, it summons, like, a guardian spirit that powers him up.
It looks kind of like a Susanoo from Naruto as well. Kind of like that figure. He's like, I healed, what the heck? He's having a breakdown.
I should get back to headquarters. If what Agner said is true, Kratos must have known something.
We got the Yamato, a sword imbued with tremendous magic. It unleashes the latent power within Nero. And with that, we've unlocked Devil Trigger.
Nice.
And now we just need to open the waterfall. He crashing out because only his gooning arm was affected.
Oh my god.
No, his arm's been like that. His arm got like that from too much gooning.
So much gooning power, it's over 9,000.
You know what they say, idle hands are the devil's playthings. I know that doesn't apply to this, but that's the closest thing I could think of.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
You tried.
Speen.
Yes, speen.
Who speen me around?
Devil May Goon. God damn it.
Devil May Goon 4.
Look, we're 4 games in. Is the devil gonna cry or not?
Not?
I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
It never says it's gonna be one of Sparta's. It could mean any devil.
But before I move on, I've got to get this blue orb piece before I forget about it. There we go. Rev up those fryers.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Now we're in the angel creation room. This is where we create the angels. Imitation angels, they're cheaper.
It just sounds like we're talking about imitation crap.
So basically, Costco angels or Walmart angels got you.
No, worse, Dollar Tree
it's
angels.
Temu. Nah, it's Temu angels.
I hate to break it to you, but Dollar Tree angels are better than that.
Depends.
Yeah,
okay, Dollar General.
Dollar General still does better.
Family Dollar.
Family
Temu.
Family Dollar still does better. What, JKR?
Temu.
Temu and Wish.com. If that's what, you know.
Okay, yeah, okay.
If it was Wish.com,
if
it was Wish.com, it would just be like sex toys.
And we had to go there.
Yeah, because that's what shows up as like the first result when you search for anything on Wish.com.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still.
Find all the hidden orbs. Oh dear God, I have no idea what I'm doing with this one, other than finding all the hidden orbs.
You can do it.
You
First
gotta find
try.
99 of them.
First try, you got this. I don't know why I'm
I gotta
just
follow the
spicy
glow
tonight.
of my arm.
I don't know why I'm spicy tonight. I think after like the. Yes, obviously because I am. I think it's mainly because of pre-stream what Ari showed me and Furret. I kind of.
So you're saying you're in a spicy mood because of Restlicious?
I'm just annoyed from it because of the fact you showed me it, and I'm kind of upset.
Annoyed, yeah, that's what it made you.
I'm debating something, and I want y'all's opinion.
What?
This isn't a debate channel, but we'll try.
Not that type of debate. So I looked up all the prices of the Mega Evolution regular EXs.
Okay.
For PSA 10s, they're ranging from $400 to $300 and something. Should I get them all graded?
That's entirely up to you.
That's up to you. That's your money to spend.
Question. What are these? Now the ones you're buying are like ungraded. Is that correct?
Well, I pulled all of them, but yeah.
What do most of them go like graded at the highest grade?
Venusaur goes for $408 right now. I think.
Well, I'm going to interject here and say, first of all, you should pay for that Dragon Dagger. I've been holding on to you for months now.
I know, I'm working on it, okay?
You say you're working on it, and then you go and buy more Pokemon cards and get them graded, and then sell them, and then buy more and get them graded.
Okay.
And it's a cycle of spending the money that you make on the Pokemon cards.
In other words, buy the damn Dragon Dagger already.
Yes, we've been talking about this for half a year.
Is what she's hinting at. Let's see if we can go for a year, see what happens.
Let's see. Ari, I'm gonna have to retract my Guide the Raid routine because apparently Bob After Dark went offline about an hour ago.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Yeah. So if someone else wants to redeem the Guide the Raid, go right ahead. Or
if they got
I'm
the points
Ari,
for it, of course.
Of course, if you got the
I'm
points
the only
for it,
one that has it at this point.
The only other one that has it, because I redeemed it earlier.
Nice.
Who knows? Kier could have it.
I mean, yeah, Kier stockpiles that shit.
A bunch of your viewers stockpile it. I can name about 2 or 3 of them.
But do they have as much as me?
Not as much as you. Not as much as you.
Miles?
I think I had over like 60k.
Okay.
Permit me if I'm wrong. Didn't like someone had like 30k in the chat before?
I think that might have been Kier.
Either
It was
Kier
either-
or
It was either
Timo or
Kier or
I think.
Timo.
Yeah, Kier or Timo. Yeah.
Because I remember that being brought up when Maxine here got cream pied to
Yeah, when
oblivion.
everyone was just spamming cream pies at me like it was some sort of bukkake shoot or something.
I have
I think
66k.
I thought I heard about someone saying they're trying to save up 120k just for something.
Also, Camo Caplamo, I see your question and I raise you my answer.
Can you invest your channel points in the stock market and tell them it's crypto? I wish. That would be...
Well,
technically, there's no law against that.
Cryptocurrency, really? Oof.
It would still be... You know what? That would still be a more valid form of cryptocurrency than Hawk Tua coin.
Oh yeah, Huck to a coin. Oh my lord.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a cryptocurrency that was launched earlier this year or like late last year, whenever the hell it was,
That
and
failed.
it didn't fail. It was a pump and dump scheme, like all of these cryptocurrencies made by influencers are. They make it look like it's got value, and then they immediately tank the value after people buy into it.
Yep.
It happens every
Isn't that
time,
crime?
and yet people still buy into it, thinking this time it'll be different.
Nah, they just did it probably because of the Huck Tua part.
So
Well-
it's repetitive stupidity. Got you.
Yes, it is. The entire crypto space is repetitive stupidity. It's people buying into the same scams over and over again, thinking this time won't be a scam.
Yep. Everything's like that right now.
You know what the worst part of the entire cryptocurrency thing is?
What?
What?
It means people give you the stink eye when you talk about the best crypto, which is crypto the super dog.
That is the best
Oh.
crypto.
It is actually.
Because they hear crypto and they think that you're like one of those like tech bro types. It's like, nah, I just like the good doggo.
Crypto's the one thing that won't turn on you.
What are the exchange rates of USD to Robux to Ari's channel points? Nah, it's not USD to Robux.
Oh
it's
my God.
It's USD to V-Bucks to channel points.
V-Bucks and Robux. God.
They probably already made a crypto the Super Dog coin. No, but they have made Super Doge and then made a cartoon based on Super Doge.
I'm still sad that Ape Escape missed out on the whole Spencer
Yeah, the
Or
Spectre coins.
Spectre coin thing. They could have done that to like bring Ape Escape back.
Yeah, it would have pissed
they
off
missed
everyone,
out.
but it would have been the most in-character thing for Spectre to do in the modern age.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like,
Honestly,
hello, humans, I'm going to control you all through financial debt and memes.
I was gonna say that next thing you know, well, honestly, I prefer to deal in Shannox than anything else.
I preferred to deal in Republic credits.
Zone tight.
Gesundheit? Dang.
I don't know. Again, I don't dabble in what.
Shanix.
I'm just confused.
Shanix is a
Don't know what
currency in Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Cybertronian currency.
I mean, okay.
Honestly, Ari, I've heard that Republic credits aren't as valuable anymore. Now it's Imperial credits.
Yeah, but that's why you sell them to the retro collector's market for inflated values, like old coins.
Fair. But then again, you gotta worry
You sell
about,
them at the
getting
Antiques Roadshow, and then you get accosted by the stormtroopers for selling illegal currency.
I was just gonna say, you're gonna have to deal with the stormtroopers.
Oh my.
And then it's like, okay, if you want to arrest me, try shooting me first. And then they aim point blank, gun pressed to your head, and they still miss.
That is actually accurate.
And that's what they call it, the
accurate.
death. That's what they call the Death Troopers.
Depends on the Death Troopers. Are we talking current canon or like Dark Forces? No, those were Dark Troopers.
Yeah, Death Troopers are.
Death Troopers are those
slight-
thingamafuckers that were in Rogue One, right?
Yep, the taller stormtroopers with all black armor, and their voices were scrambled.
Turns out that the voices aren't scrambled because of experimentation or like secret coded language. Their voices were scrambled because they're speaking the language of the gods.
And what
Why
would
they
that
always
language
try to
be?
make a fucking cartoon or art for their crypto, like they tried to make that fucking NFT animated show. I remember, like, stop trying to make it artistic. They're just soulless bag chasers. Why they keep trying to pretend they have souls capable of art. Well, nowadays they wouldn't even try to make art. They would just have have an AI generate everything for them and say, I made a show. Because it turns out 99% of the people invested in this kind of technology are just trying to find new ways to pay people less for more work.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. Get ready for the meme.
Stinks, wouldn't it?
Hell is this?
Yep, there's the Dante meme.
Must be the effect.
What the hell is this?
Sorry, kid. This is gonna have to wait.
I almost forgot you were in this game, Dante. Dante is
Nothing personal,
based
kid.
DMC2 is based the game.
Oh my god,
Bullshit.
stop.
How much could he really?
DMC2 was the worst game in the series.
Please play DMC2.
Whoever says that DMC2 is best game in the series is
Well, it was more so
either
Vinny
stupid-
saying that to himself.
I know, but I'm just like saying that anybody who actually legitimately thinks that is either stupid or just wrong.
They're just
Well,
factually wrong.
He was saying it as a
Actually, they're
joke.
lying.
It started from he started his Devil May Cry journey with Devil May Cry 5. And he looked at the in-game recap of story events, and he saw that the Devil May Cry 2 recap compared to like what Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 1 got was like only a couple sentences long. And then it moves on to Devil May Cry 4's recap. And he's like, wow, people must have hated Devil May Cry 2. And that led to him, like, ironically playing as, like, the world's only Devil May Cry 2 fan, begging him to play DMC2. Dante is best game. Dante is coolest character. Dante is good game.
Hey, I'm gonna head off to bed.
Well,
I'll
we're getting
see
ready to
y'all
end
tonight.
anyway.
All right.
I just need to go now, so.
Yes.
Okay,
Have a
see ya.
good night.
All
Bye,
right.
chat. Bye, guys.
You have a good night.
Camo Kaplamo says, was the best game of Devil's Crying. My favorite to go back and play through is probably Devil May Cry 5. But the best one I would recommend to newcomers is Devil May Cry 3, specifically the version on Switch, because it has some quality of life features that make it a better entry point for newcomers. Yeah. Basically, I would argue that all of them, except for Devil May Cry 2 and the reboot DMC Devil May Cry, are like good, solid enough entry points for newcomers if you're not too concerned about story, but just want to get to the gameplay. If you're concerned about story, just play them in release order, but skip over Devil May Cry 2 because what it contributes to the overall lore is so minuscule that you can just skip it and not miss anything of note. And then the reboot was, an attempt at rebooting the series with a Western focus, and it flopped spectacularly. Got overhated, I will say, by even by myself back in the day. But it is something that's like DMC2 is the lazy filler episode. It's the one that's a miracle it came out as good as it did, considering it's still a piece of shit, because of its, like, legendarily troubled development that we didn't know about until a few years ago. Like, the director got kicked off the project because he was basically spinning his wheels for a year straight, and they were left with only a few months to put out some sort of game. Which is why it feels so, like, just slapped together with no thought or care. Because they didn't have time. Because they wasted most of the development time on just stupid bullshit. Watch the Matt McMuscle's What Happened episode on Devil May Cry 2 for more details about that. He puts it in a pretty succinct way that's also informative. But yeah, that will do it for tonight. Like, just for further clarification of, like, DMC2's, they didn't spend all their time on jiggle physics. It's like, I don't know what they were spending their time on, because, like, by the time the director was fired and they brought in Hideaki Itsuno, who would go on to be the series producer up until last year when he quit Capcom, was brought on the project, he looked at he's like, okay, what do we have? Well, we have no completed levels. We have barely any story details written out. And we have a redesign for Dante, and we have one move that he can do. He's like, "Fuck! I'm going to get this out in a shippable product. It's not going to be good. But I demand to be the director from the beginning for Devil May Cry 3, so I'm not remembered for directing this shit because it's not my fault."
Yeah, right.
Definitely, whenever they come out with a cure for blindness and I'm able to get my vision back, I will definitely have to look into playing some Devil May Cry again.
Yeah, it's really easily accessible on modern platforms now, thankfully.
Yeah, like I said, I played 4, and like at the beginning, I fell off.
4 has a slow pace beginning, and I will say it starts really picking up once you get to like the halfway point where you start playing as Dante instead of Nero. But Devil May Cry 3 Switch version is my recommended entry point. Then if you like that, go to Devil May Cry 1. It's going to be a bit more clunky because, it is the first game in the series, and it's like the first game in its genre.
Yeah.
It's more Resident Evil in its presentation than what Devil May Cry would be known for, because it has its roots as like a rejected pitch for Resident Evil 4. And then Devil May Cry 4, and then Devil May Cry 5. Because Devil May Cry 5, while it's gameplay-wise, it's a good entry point for newcomers, story-wise, it's incomprehensible if you haven't played the other games.
Yeah, because like I said, I got as far as the tutorial fight, then after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. But let's see who we are going to raid tonight, since that guide the raid ended up not working out. Let's see who out of the people I'm following are live.
Looks like Cloud Sato's still live.
If Cloud Sato's still live, okay, Cloud Sato is live playing Batman Arkham City. We're going to raid them. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to all of my co-hosts for co-hosting with me tonight. Go give Cloud Sato my warmest of welcomes. I'll see you guys Friday with more Castlevania D&D. I'm looking forward to that. As a little bit of a Halloween special to end off Spooktober. Until then, pleasant dreams.
Well, the boys have caught us. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Watch out for any discount angels on Wish or Timo. Or
Timu.
Team, whatever.
Good night, everybody.